Hello, everybody, and welcome to another live play of Gloomhaven 2nd Edition. Today, it'll again just be me, Drew Penn, one of the project leads and designers of Gloomhaven 2nd Edition. Some people online from Reddit may know me as Grapeaway. Yeah, sorry there will be no camera today. It is awfully hot here, and I didn't really want to be sitting around on camera covered in sweat, as I think is understandable. Did this set up the right number of archers for 3-player? Yep. Okay, it's just one normal character. All right, let's set up the picture-in-picture. I should actually probably do this after doing the hand, because, yeah, we'll do that after. Okay, let's see here. Just gonna go to the live page. Okay, let's see here. Go to the live page. All right, there we go. Okay, so as the title says, sorry, I'm gonna be clearing my throat a little bit. Had some very spicy food. As the title says, today we'll be playing Cragheart, Saw, and Bolt, or Sawbones and Berserker. We'll be playing at level 3. So let's get to it. Let's start setting up. All right, do Cragheart first. So let's pick up our level up cards and our perks. We'll do perks first so that we can do the automated sheet stuff. So 4 perks total. So what would Cragheart's role in this party be? I don't know, kind of do anything. Probably ranged is the best. Feels like coming home full circle 2.5 years later. Here I am watching Greg play TTS solo, preparing deck line. Sure. Good to see you, dwarf. Excuse me. All right. Um. So I would always take this and this. I don't think I really need any of them. I mean, I don't need the armor perk in this party with Berserker and Saw. I don't think I really need the teleportation perk because I think it's more melee, and I don't know that I'm going to be going that melee. This is tempting, but until I have level 4, like basically I want to pick this up once I'm level 4 and I have rock slide, so I'll have obstacles everywhere, but until I'm level 4, I'm not super convinced with this either. I'll just step away and grab water in a second. So, let's just do this. Pretty boring, but you know. Alright. Oops, I should set my level, so we'll do my health. There we go. Alright. Next up, Saw. So Saw, we're going to be playing full support. So that means I want, oops, I clicked it, should be fine. I want this for sure. Hey, Roll. Thank you once again. I think we're all good on that end. Yep. All right. So then I have one other perk. I mean, I don't know. I think that if I'll do something a little bit cheesy here. You know, I'll do something a little bit different than what I would do if I were actually playing in a campaign. If I were actually playing in a campaign, I think I would just put one check towards either one of these. Probably this one with the Berserker in the party. This is going to be very good. This I feel like is just the most mandatory perk when playing full support. I really want this. So I would go this first, and then I would probably just start putting checks into this, and then just putting checks into this with the way that I'm going to play Saw here. But you know, we're just going to play one scenario, so I'll be a little bit cheesy and take something that'll actually affect this scenario here. I think it's actually a tough call. I mean, you probably want usually to take this before this. Just depends how often I think I'm going to be attacking. I think that's not very often. I mean, so I guess I'll take this. If I'm going to be attacking more often, I'd rather the greater consistency, but with less attacks, I'd rather just, a chance to spike a lucky mud pack, and, giving a free mud pack to Berserker is very good. All right. Set you up. And then the last one is Berserker. So we're going to not do a Retaliate Berserker build in 3-player, I think. We're just going to do standard attacky stuff. So we definitely want the item. Definitely want this. Like, those are the kind of the two obvious things to start. So we could take the non-AMD. Could take this. Could just take these. I don't know. I guess playing 3-handed, I'm just afraid that I'll forget about the non-AMD. So let's not take that. Let's just take some modifiers to be boring. I know, yeah, it's rather boring. I'm kind of tempted to take these just because I could get all of them, but it's probably not really as good as just taking these. All right. And set our health correctly. Okay. Spend all the perks. Weird how that happens. Anyway, put that over there. All right, well, I guess Saw wants to go first. So Saw. So in 3-player, I think there's honestly like even going full support, I feel like there's no obvious choice here for me. If I were playing in 4-player, I would always take precaution here with the sort of party that I'm running. In 3-player, I think it's close. Precaution's still quite good, but so is Hamstring. I will still need to attack some amount of time, and also the movement is just very good. Hamstring is just a very good card, just very efficient. But I think I'll take Precaution here. And then same thing here, right? If I were trying to attack a little bit more, then Blood Transfusion's obviously very good with the Berserker. It's likely to do 3 damage and 3 healing, which is a very good top, and Berserker's typically going to be next to enemies. That being said, I think with Berserker, Regenerative Tissue is just way too good. Specifically the bottom, like this is just like the prescription I want the most, more than anything. Okay, so those are my 2 level up cards there. Let's hop on over to Cragheart. So here, kind of same thing. Tough call, right? Mud Eruption is kind of like the default choice in smaller parties. 3 players right in the middle. But, Berserker is likely to be close enough to the action. It's pretty easy to hit them with this. And obviously the bonus healing is very good. Mud Eruption's very easy to use. Nice. 25 initiative, move 4 with powerful loss. I think I'll take Sentient Growth. I mean, both my allies are melee, so it feels like it's pretty easy to hit a Sentient Growth. Okay. Now this is tough because actually, personally, my favorite of the 2 cards here is Blunt Force. Also, obviously, for a boss scenario, Blunt Force would be the choice. But I'm gonna pick my level up cards as if I don't know the scenario yet. I think I'd probably take Clear the Way, to be frank. It's not gonna be as impressive because it's not level 4 yet, but still, I think I would probably take Clear the Way in this party. Okay. And then over to Berserker. Just have a sip, and then I'll have to refill my water after we do Berserker cards. Okay. So Berserker. We've got Reckless Offensive. So I guess I can go over these cards since these would be the first times these are, I mean, not really the first time these are seen because these are pretty familiar cards to people who played this class before, but okay. So Reckless Offensive, we have Attack 4. You may suffer 2 damage to add +1 target and gain 1 experience. 21 initiative. Move 3, consume fire for +2 move, and if our HP is half or below, +2 move and 1 XP. And then into the fight is Attack 2, target 2, range 3, pull 2. And add model and gain 1 experience if we're at half HP or lower. And the bottom is a move 3. We can suffer 2 damage to infuse fire and do a stun range 1. I mean, I think ultimately, now obviously in a boss fight, this isn't going to be that impressive, but I think that at the end of the day, in this party, I would just have to take Reckless Offensive. I mean, unless I was going to do a Retaliate thing, in which case I like into the fight more, but I think given that I'm not trying to play Retaliate Berserker, in this party, damage is so important for me that I need to take the high damage card here. So that goes there. And then at level 3, we've got Final Fight. At the end of this and your next 3 turns, perform Attack 5 with advantage. And then when this card is moved from your active area to your lost pile, you become exhausted. The new Final Fight. Meanwhile, the bottom, we've got 89 initiative with a move 4, which is excellent. Berserker especially has always struggled with getting nice late initiatives. So that just makes this very good on its own, and then we can consume fire to add +1 to all our attacks this round, which is also quite good. Meanwhile, Tireless Retribution is Retaliate 3, 1 experience next time we Retaliate. All attacks targeting this round gain disadvantage. So sort of the Archer Retaliate, or the ranged enemy Retaliate, and the bottom, 7 initiative. If you short rest at the end of this round, gain all the benefits of a long rest. So I think I'm more likely to want Final Fight in this party. Mostly just for the bottom, the initiative, I guess. I don't know. I mean, at the same time, I'm kind of the front line. It's tough, actually. I could also just take Tireless Retribution, just because this is such a high value Retaliate card, and just use it sometimes. The interesting thing about the bottom is in this party, I'm not sure how often I actually would want to use the bottom, because it's going to make me sort of rest even faster, if that makes sense. Like, I'm already going to probably be playing 8 cards, and so I kind of want the extra time while long resting, whereas this is going to make me go faster. Obviously, in this scenario, this would be amazing. I don't know. I think you could very easily take either of these in this party, even with my choice and my direction. I think I'll take Final Fight, though. Let's just go with that. Okay. So those are our cards. That means I can set up the hands now. I guess I'll go ahead and grab the items first. All right, let's do by slots, right? So head items. So we're helping the merchants here, so we'll not have any demon items at all. We were helping merchants last time, huh? I mean, I guess we were actually. So we'll do something like this. Hey, man, Doggerel, how's it going? I'm good. It's too hot here. I mean, for that reason, I'm kind of suffering. But aside from the heat, doing quite well. Boss check, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I actually was slouching too. Okay. Sorry, head items. Yeah, I'm not gonna be like. There will be so many times today that you're gonna see this happen, where I just go and kind of blank because it's too hot. All right, let's get scouting lens and Crygart. Probably Amulet of Life, Amulet of Life. And again, normally we would have access to more items than this by now, but we're avoiding spoiling any of the cool item unlocks, so we're just doing prosperity items, which are much more basic. Okay, chest. So we did take the item perk on Berserker, right? The only thing is we didn't really even need to take it because we just have hide armor versus, we could have studded leather, but still, and then studded leather and studded leather, because we've still got 3 military rep. Again, we're playing the military and the merchants to some degree here, just merchants a bit more for now. Okay, so then hand items. So definitely like a wound sword on the Berserker. Probably wound sword and heater shield makes the most sense. And then over here, guess we're just gonna go with like a poison dagger and heater shield on Saw. Poison dagger is actually very good with teamwork. And on Cragheart, we'll just go ahead and grab a simple bow. For boots, all right, we need to take a look at our. So we have no jump here, and we've got some bigger movements, right? And yeah, we won't have any jump. I mean, we have 1 jump card, which we won't bring. So yeah, we would definitely have jump boots here. So on Saw, we didn't actually take the move 6, right? So we don't have to take jump boots here. It's interesting. So we'll have like 2 move 5s at most. I don't even think we'll bring Vital Strikes though. So 1 move 5, and we want to use the top of that card as often as possible. So even not a lot of move 5s. So yeah, I think on Saw, it's more going to come down to me. Again, since I didn't take Hamstring, if I took Hamstring, I would also take Wing Shoes. I mean, all right, well, so Wing or Weathered Boots are going here. Cragart Special. So here in Saw, I think there's an interesting choice between Boots of Speed and Weathered Boots. I think I'll just grab the Weathered Boots, though. I mean, realistically, they're also just half the price, so. Okay, and then for small items, this plus this over here, probably this plus this here, and then a Power Potion. Again, the Power Potion is not going to work out great in this scenario for Crygart, but I think it's definitely worth bringing. And this here. Okay. I feel like I'm going to regret not bringing an Element Potion. Last scenario, I was definitely happy with both my Element Potions, and frequently wanted one more. I don't know. I probably should bring it. It's just difficult to convince myself to bring it over these items. Anyway. All right. That's that. I really do need to grab some water. Let's set up the hand zones first, though. Yes, unfortunately, there's no easy place to check them. When the campaign is over and we've done all the previews, I will make a post on Reddit, which will contain all links to everything, so that people can more easily reference the cards. But yeah, basically, if you go to, I mean, the simplest thing. Hold on, let me just is just okay. There should be the invite link here somewhere. Let me find it. Hold on. Okay, there it is. All right. So this is the, I mean, if you're not already there, the Gloomhaven / Frosthaven Discord. And in each of the channels for the classes, which, you have to go to like at the top when you join channel unlocks and make sure you choose the appropriate symbols to see those channels. But in each of those channels, you'll find pins with the stuff typically. And that's usually going to be the best way to find it more or less in all one place. But like I said, towards the end, I will make sure to compile everything and post it all together. And I'll try to kind of show this stuff a little bit better on stream. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit set up now. All right, let's delete these hands. All right, and then I can start setting up for the scenario. I will just run and grab some water very quickly, be right back, and then we can get started with the scenario. Oh, I'm back. Oh, that's funny. So they didn't. Wow. Oh yeah. So I guess I'm not like modded or anything on this channel, so it actually hid the link that I posted. That's a shame. Sorry about that. Yeah, just search. I think it's called Gloomhaven Town or Frosthaven Town Discord, and that should have what you're looking for. All right. Oh God, it's so hot. Especially like while streaming with the computer running. God, it gets so hot. All right, let's set up the picture-in-picture. Okay, so something like that for now. Just really zoomed in, and we'll zoom out a bit when we get to the next room. All right, lock that like so. All right, let's. Oh no, I meant to do the hands first. Nope, no, hands first. Okay. Well, so let's actually take a look at the scenario. Sorry. Like I said, I'm going to keep apologizing for this, but it is so hot here. My brain is not going to function properly today. There's just no avoiding that. So apologies in advance. All right. So first of all, scenario effects. Each character gains curse twice. I think only one of us is ignoring scenario effects. I believe we're going to get curses on Saw and Berserker. Yep. Okay. Player interface. Solo mode. Let's get some cards in here. Ah, thank you, Raul, for adding me as a moderator. Perfect. All right, I will post the link now. Should be able to. There we go. I assume that actually shows up now. Okay. Let's move down a bit. There we go. All right, hands. So these are those cards. So this means we've got to cut 5 cards here. All right. Even in the perfect environment, remember. Thanks. Well, you know, I like to pride myself on actually being good at Gloomhaven, but whew, today, no such belief. All right. What are the cards that we're going to bring? We're going to bring Rumbling Advance. Do we want backup ammo? I mean, again, we're going to try to lean more into being ranged. We'll also take Massive Boulder. That's a given. I don't know, Move Heal is okay. I mean, I don't know. Avalanche is also good. I probably do really want Avalanche because I'm going to try to do ranged. I feel like this bottom is one of the payoffs for that. And healing is just so good in a party with Berserker. If anything, no, I actually have to bring Crushing Grasp. Even if I'm not planning on going melee, I need to bring Crushing Grasp for the bottom, so that I can use Clear the Way, right? Yeah, so that actually does have to go in. Let's see, a lot of people always goes in. Just a mandatory card. All right, and then we kind of got all the other things over here. All right, so what are we rocking? I mean, yeah, I should certainly bring one of these move 3 plus something else's. So let's see. The level 2 and 3 cards we took don't work with backup ammo, since they're both not single target. So if we took backup ammo, we'd pretty much just be using a Massive Boulder. So I guess I should say we do know the scenario before we choose these cards, right? So we are doing a boss fight, and the goal for this scenario is just to kill the boss. For that reason, backup ammo, I mean, both backup ammo and Dirt Tornado are just not super impressive there. I actually think I will take Earthen Bulwark. So Earthen Bulwark, I mean, the bottom heal is just nice while moving. You know, again, any amount of healing we can get will always be valuable with a Berserker in the party. Berserkers, like, the more healing you dump into me, the more damage I deal. That being said, I don't think I'll go so far as to take Rock Tunnel for the top, because the second target is going to be less valuable. But I definitely still like this. And again, this can certainly still be good in this scenario. All right, so then we have to take a couple more cards. I'm going to mostly avoid anything melee, so I think I'm kind of in for Petrify, just as a bottom non-move attack. And then I really think I should take Crater as one more non-lost top attack. And so then at that point, I really just need to take one of these. I guess at that point, I will just take backup ammo. I think backup ammo is going to be better for me here than Dirt Tornado. I'm not sure it's very likely that I'll use the top of either, but yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess the other option would be, since we do know that we have like one setup room before we go into the boss, We could consider opposing strike, mostly just for the bottom. Just activate this in room 1 before we go into room 2, just for 10 guaranteed healing. That's tempting. I don't know. Back of End was probably better with Saw already in the party. I mean, Saw just does so much healing. All right, I think this is fine. Oops. There we go. Let's move this down a bit. Move this down a bit, and put this over here. Why today will it do this? Anyway, I know how to fix this problem. Last time I played, it didn't have this problem. Like last time I played, really. Even TTS doesn't appreciate the heat. Last time I played, I think I had grid on. It was just fine. Anyway, all right. So next up, let's get all these as well as the 2 cards that we're definitely bringing, and take a look at what we've got. Oops. Did we take any non-AMDs? Yeah, we took this one. I should put that up there. Double dosing. Right. I'll put this up by the map actually, so that I don't forget it. I guess what's best to do with those. All right. So, whatever. This will be fine. It's snapping to the. All right, so we're definitely bringing these 2 cards. So what else do we want? We really like Teamwork. Teamwork is just so good with a Berserker in the party because we're going to be playing Blood Pact, I think is the name of it. And so this is going to be like attack 2, attack 4. And with the Poison Dagger, it's like attack 2, attack 5. Very good. Battlefield Medicine is amazing with a melee damage dealer in the party. Like, I mean, all right, so the Gloomhaven content these days is huge. It's like Gloomhaven Christmas, loving it. Hey, Browser Twitch, glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, so basically, I talked a little bit about this on my Discord when explaining why Dwarf was giving me crap for setting up my party with Saw and Berserker, but I'll explain this here. So generally speaking, I would say the near unanimous consensus is that Saw and Berserker are the best 2-player combo in the Gloomhaven Second Edition, and they just synergize in so many ways. But a big part of it is that 2 things that Saw can provide someone is healing very effectively and stamina very effectively. Healing both just through heal abilities, but prescriptions, and also through med packs, and then obviously stamina through med packs. So this is just very good because it's first of all going to effectively give health to the Berserker by stopping an enemy from attacking. Obviously, this would be less good if we were doing a Retaliate Berserker, and then also gives the Berserker a med pack, which again is going to be healing and stamina. So I'm always going to be playing this. This is a pretty free med pack as well on the bottom of Hand of Surgeon, so I'm pretty sure I'm always going to be playing that as well. Syringe, I don't know. That we'll see. I mean, this would be good to set up before we go into the second room, since it's going to be a boss fight, so that's tempting. So Vital Strikes is interesting as well. I'm not really going to be doing an Angry Saw build, like coined by Dwarf, but, you know, obviously on a boss fight, this is still just good if I plan to hit the boss a bunch. I don't think I'll hit the boss a bunch, though. I think I'll have other things that I'll be doing. So I think we'll probably not bring that. Needle Gun, similarly, I'm not really into here. I actually like Needle Gun a lot, but, you know, boss can't be stunned or poisoned. Booster Shot is kind of in the same maybe pile here. So I actually do like Bloody Saw quite a bit. Even if I'm not planning on attacking a lot, I always plan on having a prescription running on Berserker, like specifically the bottom of Regenerative Tissue. So this is a big step up of Regenerative Tissue versus Booster Shot and Syringe. Ugh. Can't think and can't talk. Which is that, so Booster Shot and Syringe are sort of outside of your control in terms of how quickly they get used up, right? If your ally just keeps hitting that syringe while they're attacking, they could use it all up in 1 turn or 2 turns or whatever. Similarly, Booster Shot could go away in just a single turn if your ally gets hit a bunch. Whereas Regenerative Tissue, because at the very minimum it's always going to last for 3 turns because it just does a heal 2 every turn when they're damaged, it's very easy to play around this with things that give you prescription payoffs, right? In a way that Syringe and Booster Shot aren't. Vaccine actually does the same, but again, Vaccine is very specific to there being enemy negative conditions. So yeah, I'm just going to run Bloody Saw here just because, I mean, it's an attack 4 wound. Like, an attack 4 wound is crazy strong, and it's just always going to be an attack 4 wound for me because I'm always going to be running Regenerative Tissue on the Berserker. So even though I don't plan on attacking a lot, like, basically just having more or less Teamwork and Bloody Saw as my attacks is going to be good enough for me. Yeah, not really in for Prep for Surgery. Prep for Surgery top, you know, it's a boss fight. Can't stun bosses, so I'm not that interested in that. The bottom of Prep for Surgery obviously is amazing for trying to heal up Berserker, but this isn't really the approach that I like to do. I've done this build a couple times. I even did it once trying to tank, like wearing an iron helmet and everything. It was pretty funny. Medium effectiveness, but pretty funny. But But yeah, I mean, like you could try to do something completely different than what I did here, like not take prescriptions, not take heals or medpack giving things, and basically just take a bunch of high value attacks and moves, and just use this to just dump a ton of healing into Berserker. I don't know. There are people who like this. It's not really for me. I find it, and again, I when I did the tanking version of it, I found it novel enough that I enjoyed it quite a bit. But this isn't really how I like to play this class, and again, it's my favorite class. So I'll probably be taking this anyway. Just two good halves. Don't think I'll be doing vaccine again. Don't care too much about attacking. Definitely want to do Franceschi here, which means I need to take one of these two prescriptions at least. And curative mixture. So how many negative conditions are there going to be here? So these can poison. I don't know how often that's actually going to happen. And these no poison. All right, I can also fix this. Maybe I just take both of these then, and not curative mixture. I think that's fine, actually. Even if I'm not necessarily planning on putting the top of booster shot on the Berserker, the bottom of booster shot is very good on the Berserker, obviously. And I like the top of syringe on the Berserker quite a bit. All right, this looks good. Looks like a solid 10. Ah, I love Saw. It is my favorite class. Yeah, I forgot. I was wondering, as I was setting it down, I was thinking, did I do this? The answer was, I did not. All right. Okay, so for those that don't know, the Berserker in the second edition is a 9-card class, not a 10-card class. So we're only going to be looking at 7 cards plus our 2 level up cards here. Move forward 10 initiative is usually something that I'm in for. Don't care about stun at all. Again, a boss fight. Yeah, I mean, again, multi-target isn't really where I want to be at. We'll be able to get wound on the boss from Bloody Saw anyway. And yeah, CC again. I mean, it can still be useful because there's skeletons and things like that. But yeah, my goal is to kill a boss here. Oops, these are all clumped up. All right, so Blood Pact, I'm definitely going to be running. I could even use the top of Blood Pact, but the bottom of Blood Pact is what I'm here for. This is just such a powerful persistent loss. It's actually been slightly buffed since the first edition. These cards have already been seen, but I'll just repeat them for anyone who hasn't seen them. Which is that basically the difference between this bottom in the second edition and the first edition is just that it no longer makes you suffer damage if you're at 1 health, because 1 health is exactly where Berserker wants to be. So yeah, we'll certainly be running that. Going down to an 8-card class. Okay, Defiance of Death. So suffer 2 to make this attack 5. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what we always want. So the below half health pay. Okay, what's up? Glass Hammer. Glass Hammer. I'm hoping for some Cthulhu class spoilers soon as my favorite class, and I'm preparing myself for some Mechanical Nurse. I don't know that you'll. I think so. I'm sad to say this if this is the decider for you whether you get the second edition or not, but I'm pretty sure that Cthulhu won't be shown off, and that'll just more or less be a surprise. So a big part of like how to put this, the decision making in terms of what to show off and what not to show off during the campaign is that obviously we want people to be able to make an informed decision about whether they're interested in the second edition or not. But we also like a big part of the enjoyment people get from playing Gloomhaven and Frosthaven is the element or the aspect of discovery, right? And so if we show people everything, like yeah, sure, plenty of people can say, all right, well, you just don't look at things if you don't want to have see them in advance. Problem is, realistically, a lot of people have poor impulse control, and so many people might see it and then be disappointed because, in the end because they have nothing left to be surprised about. So to the best of my knowledge, Cthulhu, Eclipse, Note will not be shown off during the campaign. I assume Lightning Soul Item has been changed. Lightning Soul Item has not been changed at all. It is currently, I mean, Soul Item is... So, Gloomhaven 2nd Edition is done with design and development. At this point, we're basically just on to editing graphic design. But, yeah, I'm allowed to respond. But Soul Items are still ongoing. Like that we started about a month ago. Soul Items and Soul Scenarios. And so that's still very much ongoing. But, yeah, no, this item, we looked at it. I mean, we know how loved this item is, so we're just like, yep, ship it. And if anything, again, it's probably a little bit easier to use, which again might make it a little bit overpowered, but it's an item people love so much, fun trumps. Yeah, sorry about that, Insane Kirby, that Cthulhu won't be shown off. But yeah, again, it's mostly about just leaving some things for people to discover. So the classes we're still going to show off, we'll have an article preview for Silent Knife, previously Scoundrel, tomorrow on Wednesday. And then Friday we'll have, it should be Friday, I mean there's a chance it'll get pushed to Saturday. Three Spears, and the beginning of the following week, Monday, maybe Tuesday, it will be Krygard. So Three Spears will be the last lock class, the only remaining lock class that's shown off. And Three Spears was also quite a big rework. Okay. So what do I want here? I'm already at realistically 5 cards. So Glass Hammer, huh? I don't actually know if I have high enough HP value for that to be. I mean, that's tough, right? So with having already played another loss, this will effectively be an attack 14 if I'm at full health, which it's not too hard to get at full health because I saw how much HP does the boss have. I guess is what I should look at, right? So the boss has 63, 14. I mean, this is 1/4 of his health. I don't know. That's a tough call because I'm gonna have to put myself in such a vulnerable spot. I mean, obviously at higher levels, Glass Hammer would just be a no-brainer. At this level, it's kind of right in the spot where I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just not use it. I mean, I probably should, but all right. So yeah, the other thing that's going to be a little awkward here is basically deciding how many half health or below payoffs we take. Because we have Saw in the party, it's actually a little bit harder to stay at half or below. So I mean, I should always take Strength and Agony anyway because this bottom is just so good. So we still need a few more cards to fill out our hand here. So these are cards that we're not taking. Yeah, those are fine to not take. Should I take Shiny Distraction for the bottom? How much do I need Fire? So currently, like this and this, I'm not planning to use. This, I really want the Fire. So I do want one Fire generator, and I'm not bringing Cauterize. So yeah, let's take Shiny Distraction. Shiny Distraction is just good. I mean, all right, we should look at tops versus bottoms at this point, honestly. So like Persistent Loss, and we've got, I guess, pretty good right now. So this is more like flex. This is just played turn 1. This is a bottom. It's a bottom. Yeah, so we do definitely need more tops here. And this can be used on top. Huh. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I guess that's kind of just pushing this to a top, right? But that means taking things for just bottom. Maybe I need to take one of these? These are just not things I want to be doing in this fight. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to take Cauterize anyway. Another source of fire, and because kind of, I mean, I could take Unbridled Power, but push here. There are traps in the first room. Again, looking at the scenario key, we know that there are no more traps past the first room, so there's nothing really to push into. Obviously, with fire, this is just good, but we don't have enough fire to justify that because we've got one source of fire right now, and we've got one thing we really want to do with it. Yeah, I mean, this is the loss on top, but again, that's not quite what I'm looking for. I think I'm going to go Numb the Pain for initiative movement. I think I actually will. Just Cauterize will find a way in here, huh? Yeah, all right. All right. Okay, now I can finally set up the picture-in-picture. Nope, I didn't degrid these. Go back. Ah, I managed. No, I would actually succeed. All right. There we go. So now, picture-in-picture. Oh, it's still there. Beautiful. All right, let's make sure that the stream looks right. Yeah. Oh yeah, because the stream is actually correctly set up for my resolution now. Okay, great. Great. Yeah, my card's off to the side. That's fine. I can see it. I guess I will read the card just to anyone who doesn't know it. So I have one non-AMD going here, which is for Saw, which is, you can see, just hanging out over here, which is double dosing. At the end of each of your rests, if an ally has an active prescription, gain 1 medical pack ability card and move the token on one ally's active prescription backward 1 slot. And this I just find essential to playing with prescriptions. This is a 3-check work. All right, so let's get our characters up there. So this is Barrow Lair. So this was originally the second scenario in Gloomhaven First Edition, and this is now scenario number 8 in Gloomhaven Second Edition. This is a scenario that we get from Jixera when we're working for the merchants. Okay, well, so immediately we have a quick swap-a-do, because here we have a pull, right? Yeah, so we'll put this in, and I can cut the last card that I brought. Unfortunately, that's a little bit awkward because if I cut Cauterize, I'm putting in another top. Do I have enough tops at that point to get through one rest cycle at least? Let's see. So we do like 1, 2, 3. Not really. I don't really want to be doing Shield Retaliate tops. I think I want Cauterize. So in that case, I guess I have to get rid of Numb the Pain. Ugh. My 9 initiative, move 3, heal 1? Really? It seems debatable whether that's correct, but the pull here is so good, no one else has any pull, so. Grid. The map is very slightly different. This is actually one of the few scenarios. So we actually cut two total map tiles, A4 and H3, I want to say. Anyway, I mean an H and an A map tile from the first edition of Gloomhaven. Again, we cut these. Basically, we were just trying to cut whatever we could in terms of physical components to keep costs down. You know, with inflation and shipping prices and everything like that, costs have gone up a lot, and obviously it was important to us to try to keep the cost of this as close to the original as possible. Even despite our best efforts, the cost still went up. So we did cut 2 map tiles. So actually, the map layout here is this is one of the few scenarios where the map layout changed a bit because of this. So we basically just, instead of, this used to use all 4 of the A tiles, but now it uses the 2 C tiles at the bottom rather than the 2 A tiles. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if I would actually say, I mean, yeah, I guess you can see on screen if this actually makes it smaller though. I mean, technically by number of hexes, it's actually slightly larger. So it used to just have four of these tiles basically, like it had one down here as the 2 things. Now it has these yeah, more. What are these? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, are this really hexagonal? Oh, yeah, I guess just, well, yeah. All right. Anyway, so this goes in because pull is just so good turn 1 here because we got these stun traps and these archers. All right. Oh, but I want to set up Blood Pact. I mean, I guess I can wait a turn to set up Blood Pact because no one else really has an easy way of putting an archer into a trap, right? Wow, look at Kragart's initiative. We really did Kragart dirty in terms of initiative here. We have a 13, now a 30. I really should have brought another faster card, huh? Yeah, too late now. Okay, so turn 1 we're doing the bottom from the brink. What can we do this with? So Archer, oh no, it's fine to distract me. I'm really happy to like. I would rather be sitting here answering questions all day than actually playing Gloomhaven. No problems whatsoever. Okay. So what I could do is go. No, I can never hit 2 while pulling. Yeah, I do look for those distractions. So what is a good top to pair this with? I'm kind of interested just pairing it with Cauterize, I guess, just to wound one of them and make fire for a much better turn next turn. Yeah, I like that. The only thing I don't like about this is I go at 24 initiative, which gives them a 1 out of 4 chance to go before me. All right, so as for you, do I just set up, I could just set up booster shot here? What else could I do? I guess if you go here, I could go here, disarm you, give you a med pack. I like that quite a bit. I have to play around 24 initiative. I like that quite a bit less. But yeah, but then I'm disarming so late. Yeah. Oh no, I guess this works no matter what if we just start like this, right? Yeah. Yeah, after all, why shouldn't I? All right. Oops. No. Camera controls. I'm getting there. So yeah, basically we just want really fast initiative. I actually wish that I had, what's it called right now? Curative Mixture, but this will actually do. I don't think it matters too much that I'm giving up the ability to use the shield on this because we're going to CC 2 enemies and then kill them pretty quickly here. Okay, so we'll do that. So then Kragart, what are you up to? Just hit 2 of them, not with Petrify, but with Sentient Growth, even if this doesn't heal anyone. 2 attack 2s, Great Earth seems pretty good. And then... yeah. Alternatively, no, so you're gonna go there, you're gonna pull you to there. There's no real impressive thing. Okay. Alternatively, I could just mess with Boulder. Move up a bit. That's probably fine. Let's do something like that, actually. Let's go with this and this. All right. Looks good. Here we go. All right. Let me try setting up these hand things as well. I'll try to do Thermosprout. Hold on. Let's set up a few cameras. Let's see. Control F1, is that it? Shift F1. No. Dang it, Thamris, what is it? Is it really not control it? No. Oh, it's just control 1? Oh, no, shift 1. No. Okay, it's control 1. All right, there we go. All right. Look at me. All right, so control 1. So it is just normal groupings. All right, that's convenient. Control 2. Okay. Control 3. Excellent. Hey, Victory Point Gaming. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome. What were you all up to? Gonna leave now because life. Video taping for later. Just wanted to thank you guys for all the joy. Yeah, my pleasure. All right, so Sawbones is up first. Unfortunately, pressing 1. Yeah, this is the part that's off-putting with this, right? Is that I have to press shift 1. I mean, I understand why, but okay. So, Sawbones. All right, we're gonna do the bottom of prevention is key. We're just gonna use this as a move 3. Well, actually, just a default move. Can I click these three right here? No. So that's funny. So I can move these, but I can't click that. All right, let's go over there quickly then. All right, shift 2. So, Sawbones moves here using the bottom of prevention as key, and then I'm going to use the top of battlefield medicine. What are the archers doing out there? Doing ranged immobilized attacks. I guess I can bring that up for people. So we're going to disarm this archer here, and then we're going to give a medical pack to Berserker. So in the second edition of Gloomhaven, whenever we give a medical pack, we draw a random card. So this I will go ahead and grab. So I'll still be using a little manual cameraing, but I'm doing better. We're getting there. I've been playing BJ. What were you playing on BJ? I've actually never really played on BJ, maybe once or twice in my life, but a lot of people I work with and play games with love BJ, including Isaac and Dennis. All right, let's grab our random medical pack. Ooh, blessed medical pack. I'm not as good as strength in medical pack, but can't have it all, right? All right, so that's that. So yep, we did both of these. And then we go over to Berserker. So Berserker, we have the bottom from the brink and the top of cauterize here. So basically it's just a question of who we want to wound. So how is Cragheart attacking? Cragheart's just like going to go here and attack this one. Next turn we're going to attack 2 of them by going here. We could wound the one that Cragheart hits, because that gives us pretty good odds of it dying. Sure, let's go with that. All right. So I'll go ahead and use Cauterize. So this is just going to be attack 1, range 3, wound, great fire. I'll attack archer number 1 on the left. So we're going to draw an attack modifier card. Oops. Ooh, a +2. Okay. A lot of Arc Nova. Okay. I've never played Arc Nova myself, but I always see it near the top, it's always on BGG. So yeah, good to hear. Hope you're enjoying it. So I can't. It's weird how some things can be interacted with through the picture-in-picture and some things can't. So I am going to have to go over there. All right, let's set up we can set up a thing for this, right? I'll try to do my best to actually make really nice camera controls. So we'll just like this for now. All right. So this takes 3 damage and gets wounded. Okay. And it's back to here. And so then we infuse fire. This is the second edition, right? This is the Steam game, so Steam was updated second, or I'm assuming too much. Sorry, no, yeah, Steam was not updated to the second edition. This is just the second edition of the physical game, which, yeah, is going to be updated. And yes, we're playing on Tabletop Simulator, which is where we do our playtesting. And yes, as Pyrrha said, this is a private mod for us to use, and we'll see where it goes after that. All right, so then we're going to use the bottom from the brink. Yeah, we're just gonna stay where we are. Unfortunately, there's no real way that I could put myself somewhere to basically do something good here, which is to set myself up in this position already next turn to not need to move and hit 2 targets. So instead, we'll just stay where we are, and we will pull this one into this trap here. Oh, so I can interact with the traps, huh? And stun it, because the trap is a stun trap. Will a digital version be updated one day? Unfortunately, that's something that I really can't answer. Not because I know and can't say, but I just don't know. I love to speculate though, so I'm happy to do that. So basically, if I had to guess, I would say it's unlikely. Realistically, the amount of work it would take for Twin Sails to update the first edition version that they made in as the Steam game, the digital game, to the second edition is quite large and would be too large for them to realistically. I mean, I can't imagine them ever doing this and not selling it. And I think it would just be kind of a difficult product to sell. That being said, I mean, I think if they could somehow understand that there was enough demand for it, then they might someday do that. Because yeah, obviously, if there's enough demand for of people who are willing to pay for an update to the second edition, which like all right, even if I had nothing to do with this game, I would pay for it. I loved Gloomhaven Digital. I got a lot of enjoyment out of it. I think realistically, it is my favorite way to play Gloomhaven solo, and just because it makes things so much faster. Even though I have some minor annoyances with it in terms of like how it deals with ambiguity and things like that. Although again, I understand why it does. I still think it's just great for solo play. And so yeah, I would be happy to pay for an update. Like, I don't know what the price would be. I mean, obviously, I guess that depends. But yeah, as DLC, I could definitely get behind it. I think there are a lot of people who could. So hopefully they'll understand that and do it one day. That being said, even like even with I really want them to do this add-on. I can't imagine them ever doing that before doing Frosthaven Digital, right? And again, they've never said that they're even doing Frosthaven Digital, although I have to imagine and hope that they're going to. But Frosthaven Digital would just, no matter however much a DLC that updates the second edition would sell, Frosthaven Digital sell astronomically more, while also making like being sold for more. So yeah, and yes, it will require more work as well than the second edition, but not so much more work. That's really the crazy thing about how much has changed in the second edition. So yeah, maybe someday down the road. TTS, thank you. Just pleasure Frosthaven. Cool. Well, I hope you enjoy Frosthaven. It's an excellent game. And yeah, this is just in TTS, but someday, I mean, again, I don't know if this mod will ever be released. This mod is really well made. Like, we put a lot of time into having someone working in TTS actually, make this mod very playable. I'm not going to do it justice today when I mess around with a few things in a way that I shouldn't. Like, me, I have my grid set up weirdly, so I always have to disable grid. It's not an actual problem of the mod. It's a me thing, not a mod thing. So I have to hope that someday Cephalofair will just say, rather than telling the community to make their own, just release this and let people update it. Obviously, it doesn't have everything up to date. So, but even if that doesn't happen, I'm sure someone in the community someday will make this. So even if you're like, you know what, $130 for the second edition Gloomhaven's a bit steep, I'm sure someday you'll be able to play it on TTS if you're down for playing things on TTS. Oh, does second edition work with the expansion as well? What do you mean with the expansion? With Frosthaven? So second edition, I mean, so Frosthaven doesn't require Gloomhaven to play. Frosthaven is completely standalone. You can use things from Gloomhaven to play in Frosthaven, and part of the impetus for updating Gloomhaven to the second edition was to make it so that the things kind of worked a bit better across games, because the first edition of Gloomhaven was wonky in terms of balance. Let's just put it that way. And so, importing some of the Gloomhaven first edition stuff into Frosthaven can cause some balance concerns, which second edition wouldn't have. I still don't know exactly what you mean by Gloom expansion. Oh, you mean Forgotten Circles? So Forgotten Circles will mostly work with with Gloomhaven Second Edition. There's a post on BGG where Isaac talks about this. There are going to be a few minor wrinkles, but it'll more or less work. Like there's basically I think two total scenarios, or maybe just one scenario, where the map tiles that were removed actually means that one of the rooms just couldn't exist. So you would have to basically use a different map tile and then just kind of wall off a section of it, a couple things like that. But otherwise, you could more or less make it work. All right. So we're done here. Oops, so the banded archers are up. So this one is disarmed. Weird. So I can context menu them to give them the conditions, but I can't actually click off the conditions. Okay, so this one will lose its disarm, this one will lose its stun, this one will take 1 from wound, and will attack the sawbones. So they attack for 3 minus 1, so 2. Flip a modifier for the monsters, plus 1. So 3. Probably should use my leather armor for this. Anyway, and so we get immobilized. Oh wait, no, I actually have the heater shield, right? Yeah, I'm just afraid to go to places that I don't have preset cameras for, but yeah. All right, so we'll take 2, because I'll definitely use my heater shield here. That I can at least declare after the attack. Okay, then up to Cragart. So Cragart, we're just going to use the bottom of Earth and Bulwark. Huh. Yeah. Whenever you play Cragart, there's one thing you look out for more than anything else, right? This is kind of the essence of being an effective Cragart. And that thing is, how can I inflict maximum total damage? And what total damage means is not just damage to the enemies, but damage to the enemies and your allies. Because people need to know you're a Cragart. So, what we're going to do here, but Craiggart giveth and Craiggart taketh. So, basically, I could attack this one with Massive Boulder, but it's such overkill, right? Because this is 1 health left. And actually, if I hit this one with Massive Boulder, I'm going to do attack 3 here, which is more likely going to do more effective damage and get 1 guaranteed damage guy. It's red torch thing. Damage here, which kills this with its wound. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the bottom of Earth and Bulwark. I could use my boots to go here, but I think I'm fine where I am. Like, I guess the upside of being here is that I could use a push next turn more easily. No, I'll just use from here Unsavable Upheaval. Yeah, we're good, we're good. All right, so I go here using the bottom of Earth and Bulwark, and I heal the Sawbones for 1. But then I'm going to deal 1 damage to the Sawbones, so their health is just going to stay the same. So I'm going to use Massive Boulder as attack 3, range 2. I'm going to target this archer here. Draw an attack modifier, -1, so 2 damage. Ugh. All right, so 2 damage. And that does 1 splash damage here and 1 splash damage here. But again, we healed Saw for 1, so Saw's health remains the same. But we know that we damaged them for 1. We'll count that on our damage tracker. All right. And that's the round. All right, so I guess I can set up a preset for hands as well, huh? No, the preset for hands is going to be too zoomed out. Unfortunately, this is just a bit more... I mean, I guess I can set it for here, and then I'll just have to like zoom in afterwards, but at least it goes to here. All right. Yeah, so let's go player at a time. So as I said, we're going to push 1 into a trap here. The downside of pushing 1 into a trap is we're not going to be able to hit both of them with Berserker then. I mean, we still can. We need to use Resolute Stand to do it beforehand. But then pushing into the trap is just kind of meaningless, right? Also, this has, yeah, that amount of health. So basically running here and Reckless Offensive, the 2 of them is just going to kill this one. So we really don't need to be pushing into a trap. Okay. That's such a shame. That was nice to get a nice push off. All right, I think I'm just gonna do like Petrify plus Sentient Growth here. And I think we'll make this work somehow. Initiative is definitely a big question mark here, but initiative is pretty much always gonna be a question mark for us in Craiggart. That's the Craiggart way. All right, Saw, well, so Berserker next. Let's just focus on the Berserker thing. Well, the Berserker thing, like I said, is doing this plus this. Sucks not to have Blood Pact up yet, but we'll find the opportunity to do it eventually. Okay. And so then for you, I kind of just want to set up some stuff on the Berserker. I could count on you killing you. I mean, I could go a bit faster, right? Yeah. Although, counterpoint is I could use the bottom Bloody Saw to loot soon here, which I also like quite a bit. Maybe I should just be using... All right, you know what? This works. I think we can make this work. I like this. All right. Let's go. Nice. Because I didn't want to go so late in initiative. I really want to try to go before the archers do. All right. So we have Berserker up first. So Berserker is going to use the bottom of Resolute Stand as a move 4. We're going to go to here. And we're going to use the top of Reckless Offensive, so we suffer 2 damage. Ah. All right, I guess I can do it like this. No, that's player 4. There we go. Suffer 2 damage. And this adds +1 target to this, so I'm going to do 2 attack 4s. I'll do left and then right. So left and right. Beautiful. So that kills this. So I can even do that. I just can't. Huh. That's so weird. Picture in picture is weird. All right, and 5 damage here. And I'm done. So then Sawbones is up. I guess I can get rid of the cards. So then Sawbones is up. So on Sawbones, I'm going to use the top of Teamwork. So I'm going to do attack 2 here. So this is very likely to kill, right? So we'll draw an attack modifier. All right, well, that does kill. So then we grant an adjacent ally on attack 3, which doesn't do anything. Then I'm going to use the bottom of Bloody Saw to do a loot 1. I should just go up there to do this. It's going to be easier. It's basically the easiest way to loot. Is like that. All right. And then I'm going to give myself Safeguard. So for those that don't know, Safeguard is a new condition in Gloomhaven 2nd Edition. It's a positive condition that stays on someone until it's triggered and then goes away, and it just blocks 1 negative condition. It doesn't retroactively remove negative conditions, so it doesn't remove my immobilize, it just goes away at the end of my turn anyway. But the next time I immobilize myself, although I guess I'm not actually doing it, the next time I would get a negative condition, I'll be protected from it. Okay, and then this Bandit Archer just dies to their wound. So that leaves Cragheart in a little bit of a weirder spot here. So unfortunately I can't, oops. Unfortunately I can't actually use Sentient Growth because I don't have any enemies to target. But what I can do is I can just use the bottom of Sentient Growth to just go move 2 to here and then heal 1 on these 2. Okay, boop, boop. And do nothing at the top of Petrify. The 1 healing is a little I don't think it's actually going to matter because I feel like we're likely going to heal for 2 here, but we'll see. Okay, so back to hands. So at this point, what I really want to do is to set up 2... basically, I just want to take a setup turn before we go in, which I think everyone here is fine with. Like, everyone in this party is happy to take a setup turn. So, in that case, I guess I'm just going to use Avalanche here as an additional instance of healing and set up backup ammo. I like getting backup ammo set up. Again, it is a boss fight, but we have to kill some things that aren't just the boss. So I think, how to put this? Essentially, the upside of having backup ammo active, when we're still going to have 10 more effective cards, is easily worth, going from not 11 to 10 cards, I think. All right, so here, yeah, we're always playing double prescription on Berserker here, and I can't imagine wanting to do booster shot over syringe when we're about to go into a boss room. So we're just going to set up regenerative tissue plus syringe, which is just so good. Oh yeah. Oh, juice him up, or juice her up. Okay, and so then we're going to activate Blood Pact, and we're going to just get rid of a card here. So we can't do the looting. So essentially, what would I want when we go in? I mean, I probably want to just do like these 2 cards together, right? And I can't do this because I don't want to go. Actually, hold on. When do I want to go? So you go at 77. Yeah, no, I'd like to go before. No, that doesn't change anything because I won't have the damage here. Yeah, basically the one thing that I can't do is go before the Cricart, but after Saw, because then I'll waste an instance of regenerative tissue. So I'll just play Shiny Distraction here. I think that's fine, just for initiative. Okay. Oh, we also have the med pack. I guess I could use that. No, because I'm using Blood Pack's at bottom. I don't want to use this for just 1 healing. I mean, I could use it for just 1 healing. Maybe. No, I don't. I'll be fine. I'll find a better opportunity to use the med pack. All right. Here we go. So Berserker's up first. So Berserker, I'm going to activate the bottom Blood Pack, which again adds +1 to all my attacks and makes me suffer 1 damage a turn until I get down to 1 life. And then I'm going to just do nothing with the top of Shiny Distraction. And Sawbones is up. So on Sawbones, we're going to use 2 prescriptions on Berserker. So for anyone who doesn't know what a prescription is, these are persistent active non-loss abilities that you give to an ally. Too much collusion between characters. Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you play solo. Okay, so we're going to give the Berserker both Regenerative Tissue and Syringe. So Syringe is +1 on their next 4 attacks, and Regenerative Tissue is at the start of their next 3 turns, while their current hit point value, basically while they're not at max HP, they heal 2. Okay, so this and this. Check, check. Okay. And then Cragart goes. So in Cragart, I'm going to activate Backup Ammunition, which is on your next 4 single target range attack abilities, add +1 target. And then I'm going to use the bottom of Avalanche just to heal Berserker for 1. I like healing Berserker for 1 more here than Saw. Even though Berserker has the healing prescription up, Berserker just needs the health more. And yeah, I mean, Saw, I think at 11 health is going to be perfectly fine. Okay. And that's the round. Just need to put my character token on this. Okay, time to bust into this boss room. Crag and Zerk are my top faves, and a friend loves bones. This is cool to see new med packs and prescriptions. Cool. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I guess I did see everything. Yeah, glad you're enjoying it. I love Saw. All right. So I guess I want to run in. I might as well booster shot Berserker while I'm at it. Which is going to make, this a little bit less effective, but that's fine. So Berserker is definitely always playing these 2 cards. We do need to do this before Berserker goes, so that we can, so Berserker can go wherever they want. And Cragart, it's like, I need to move a lot. Cragart problems. Do I have a stamina potion? I do. I probably should have stamina potion when I move 4. Alright. What's funny is I would actually like a late initiative here. I think I'm just gonna do this plus this here, just trying to move enough to do a range 3 attack on something at this initiative. All right, here we go. So Saw's up first. Saw is going to first use Booster Shot on Berserker. Oh, yeah, juicing them all up. All right, which is shield 1 on the next 4 attacks targeting them. And then I'm going to use the bottom of First Aid to move into the new room. All right, so I'll set up the picture. So we do 1, 2. We still got 2 movement left, plus 1 more if we want to use our boots. All right, so 1, 2. Let's get the new picture all nice and set up. Do it like this for now, I think. Okay, maybe we slant it a little bit more to make the HP a little bit more visible. Sure. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got going on here. So this is the updated version of Barrow Lair. Barrow Lair, famously before, had a lot of RNG to it. RNG, for those that don't understand, the expression basically just means a lot of inherent randomness based on what the boss flip, which is true for a lot of boss fights. And we try to work on that a little bit here. Previously, the boss would either summon or open doors with its ability cards, and both of these were pretty bad. And if it flipped anything that wasn't one of those, the scenario became a lot easier. Here, the boss is actually just going to fight. So the special one is going to be a move plus 1 jump, attack -1, target all adjacent enemies. And then the special 2 is going to be move as far from focus as possible while still within range 3 of them, and then while doing a move +0, attack +0, range 3. So this one they're jumping in late to try to do AoEs, and this one they're early running away trying to kite and do ranged attacks. Okay, and they have 4 movement, 4 attack, and 63 hit points. All right, let's draw some cards. We've got you, and I believe this actually does have bones in the room now too. Yep. And we've got you. Okay. So, bones are doing nothing very impressive. Yeah, the tracker has enough space. Nothing special here. Oh, wow, not even doing a boss special. Although, again, not a huge swing here. And so I should also mention the special rules, which are begin tracking rounds now. Okay. At the end of his turn on the 3rd round, the bandit commander performs move 20 jump to end on door 2, opening it and revealing it. And then it's the 6th round, the 9th round, and the 12th round. So essentially, rather than having specials dictate when the boss opens rooms, the boss is just essentially going to open a new room every 3 rounds. And sorry, so the goal for the scenario I said was to kill the boss. It's actually not. It's to kill the boss and all revealed enemies. So basically, what we really want is, which we can see up here in the actual goal. Scenario is complete when all revealed enemies are dead. I guess, yeah, to say boss, just all revealed enemies. Right. So the goal is essentially to kill the boss as quickly as possible to prevent the boss from opening too many rooms and adding more monsters. Okay, so Saw has 2 movement left, so the bones have plenty of movement here, right? 5 movement, 4 movement respectively, so there's no reason to go backwards. So I can go here, I can move 1 more. I'm always getting hit by that anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in general, my strategy in this room is to try to kill the archers first, then the boss. I mean, I guess we probably kill these bones as well, though. There might be loot in those rooms. That's true. I guess we'll never know. Well, or maybe we will when we fail to kill the boss very quickly. So the only question here is essentially if I use my boots to move 1 more. The biggest reason for that is if I don't, the skeletons are going to do something like this, and then we're just going to get blocked off. Whereas if I do, the skeletons do something like this, and it's a lot easier for us not to be blocked off. I think it is actually important enough to use my boots here to move up 1 more. I think we need to not get stuck back there. I mean, Berserker can always just jump, but I guess this lets us save the Berserker's jump, which can be pretty valuable too. So sure, I'll use my boots to move 1 more and go there, and that's our turn. I'll go ahead and use my Amulet of Life right now as well, because I suspect I'm going to take a fair amount of damage this round. And it's not like, it's like, actually, yeah, the only way I can get poisoned or wounded is just by corpses, and honestly, if I get hit by a corpse and Saw, I'm going to be pretty disappointed with myself. Okay. Craig can smash obstacles, that's true. So the bones come here and here, and they're going to attack for 3 and 2 respectively. Sorry, 2 and 1 respectively, because they're -1 for the turn. I'll save my armor for after. Hold on, if I'm here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So Berserker goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess, to spend less health. Yeah, so I will get hit by the Elite Archer, which hits for 4 rather than this hitting for 2. So I'll save my armor. Okay, so we have an attack 2 and attack 1 coming our way. Okay, 0 damage. That just displayed it twice, but that was just a single flip. Yeah. Okay, a crit on an attack 1 is not a big deal, so I take 2 damage. Oh yeah, also I have Safeguard against the poison. Okay, Berserker's up next. So Berserker, I'm going to use the bottom strength and agony. I can suffer up to 3 damage, then I move 4 plus X, where X is the amount of damage I suffered. So I will suffer 2 damage here. So at the beginning of my turn, I would heal 2, except I'm at full health, so I just don't waste a charge of this for now. So anyway, I'll suffer 2 damage to do a move 6. Oops. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I should set up this a little bit better now. Okay, so to there. And then I'm going to use the top of Defiance and... Oh, sorry. I actually do suffer 1 damage at the beginning of my turn. My mistake. Because I actually have Blood Pact active now. So I should have actually suffered 1. Active abilities aren't like summons. They don't go left or right. You can choose any order of them you want. So I will actually have this trigger first, and then this trigger, since this is ambiguous. So I will take 1 damage. This way I don't use the regenerative tissue heal for only 1 life. Okay, so I take 1 damage from Blood Pact, going down to 13. Oops, wrong character. And then I'm going to take 2 more damage from Defiance of Death to add +2 to my attack. So this is an attack 5, +1 from Blood Pact, and +1 from Syringe. So this actually makes this an attack 7. I don't think I need to use my Jagged Sword here. Anything but a -2 or a miss kills. Oops. Okay, this is a 6 life, so let's go. Oh god, that's such a big swing. Alright. Well, things will get tough. Nothing like running into a new room, planning to immediately execute one of the 2 most threatening enemies who's about to attack for 3. And what do you flip? A miss. Beautiful. Alright. So the archers are going to go. So the lead archer is going to attack Sawbones. This attack is for 4. This will be attacking for 3. So I will go ahead and use my studded leather armor here on Sawbones. So that means we draw 2 because we have disadvantage. So this gives us shield 1 and the attack gets disadvantage. So this was an attack for 4. -1 is 3. -1 because of the shield. So I take 2. And then this archer will step back. What if you go to here so that we can more easily... Yeah. Reckless. I mean, no, actually, having you next to each other still is good. Okay, steps back to here, attacks the Berserker for 3. So -1, so that's 2. We'll actually take no damage here because we have our hide armor and booster shot. Okay, and then the Bandit Commander is going to go. So the Bandit Commander is attacking 2 targets at range 3. This is attack -1, so the Bandit Commander's attack is 4, so these will be attack 3s. So first the Berserker, and then Sawbones. So Berserker, and then Sawbones. Okay, so the Berserker, this was an attack for 4. So we'll go 1 there. I'll just go ahead and use my shield now, because why not? 2 there. No, actually, the reason to save the shield is to try to get below half. So no, sorry, I block 2 of the 4, and I take 2 damage. And then Saw took an attack 4, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, just an attack, or sorry, just an attack 3. I have no defensive items, so I take 3 damage. Okay, and then the Cragheart's up. So the Cragheart has a move 3 jump. So this only relocates 1 hex obstacle, so we actually can't use this to throw the sarcophagi around. So yeah, we're just going to use the bottom of Clear the Way to do a move 3 jump. I could break one of these sarcophagi, but they're actually generally going to be more helpful than anything. So 1, 2, 3 to here. I could go 1 more to be able to hit an archer with this. Using my boots. I think my boots are pretty valuable, so I think I'll chill on that. I'll just attack the Elite Living Bones. So we'll do an attack 3 on the Elite Living Bones. Oh, and I have backup ammo active. Oh, that was maybe a reason to go 1 more. Anyway, so I guess it has to be the other Living Bones. Okay, so 2 damage here, and 3 damage here. I mean, damage is damage, you know? Oh. I guess I would have used my scouting lens on the Elite. Sorry, all these items and trying to use the camera hotkeys getting me to a little bit. It's not like there's anything else with more shield than this, and the Elite was certainly the most valuable. So I will actually get 1 more damage there. Okay. It's not like what we actually flipped changed anything in that decision. All right, so discard. All right, so what do we have here? We have Final Fight plus Medical Pack. I can't imagine that that's ever going to be what we want to try to do. So we're going to go for a short rest here. Probably should just stay on a potion. All right, losing Cauterize is fine. Losing Cauterize is more than fine. All right. Wish I had fire right now. Losing Cauterize is fine. Wish I had fire. Go here. Do some whacking. Wish they were both next to me. Advantage would just be so good. But yeah. Alright, well, this is the plan. It's just a very good turn. Hit 2 enemies for 5. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely good. There's definitely things I can do with these 2 cards, so I had no reason to rest early there. Happy with this turn. Cragart. So I don't have Earth. If you move out of the way first, I could even come up here and just hit one of them. Yeah, I like that well enough. Okay. So we'll go with this and this. This to do a big hit, and this do a bit of direct damage. Let the skeletons go after us. They do not. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so Someone's up first. Bandit Commander, what are you up to? Special 2. So that's the kiting move away. Bandit Archer's doing small attacks that create traps. That's not bad. Okay, so Sawbones is up first. So, Sawbones, I have a move 1 that gives an ally med pack. Awkward. Maybe using my boots was a mistake. Otherwise, alright, so I was planning on doing this and this to move a prescription back for Berserker, but actually, with what the bones are about to do, I'm kind of more in for this plus this. So let's go ahead and start with Hand of the Surgeons. We're going to do an attack 4. I'm definitely using my Poison Dagger here because I'd like to try to prevent... I mean, if I believe that I could get a +1, it would make sense to just attack the normal and not use the Poison Dagger, but I haven't improved my deck basically at all. I mean, in terms of damage, I've literally not improved it, and I got 2 curses, so I should definitely not count on getting a +1. So let's attack the Elite with Hand of the Surgeon with the Poison Dagger. Okay. So at least we'll prevent the 2 healing. And then we'll go ahead and use the Bottom of Precaution, which is just Ward, target 2, range 1. So what that means is that I get a ward, and you get a ward. Just saw turns. They always feel good. Alright, Berserker's up next. So, it drives me crazy that I can't. I take 1 damage from Blood Pact. I heal 2 from the prescription. But yeah, for this I kind of just have to do that. Alright. And then we have the bottom of Resolute Stand. So I will move here with this, and then I'll use the top of Reckless Offensive. So I'll suffer 2 damage to do 2 attack 5s. And so this time I am going to go ahead and use the Jagged Sword. I'm going to use the Jagged Sword on, I guess on the boss, actually. So I was kind of tempted to use the Jagged Sword on this Archer, because then with a +0 I would kill it. But I feel like getting Wound on the boss sooner rather than later is definitely worth it. I mean, that's just going to start adding up to free damage, since the boss is not immune to Wound. Oh, or nor poison. Ooh, we really need to poison the boss. What's ward? That's not one that prevents negative condition, right? Nope, no worries. And again, questions are fine. Sorry. Yeah, ward is in Frosthaven. Ward halves the next source of damage. Safeguard is the one that prevents the negative condition. The next time someone with ward is damaged, you have the damage and remove ward, rounding the damage down. Okay. So we attack here and attack here. Both of these are attack 5s. The one on the Bandit Commander is an attack 5 with wound. So the bottom first. Oh, beautiful. I mean, technically this should have been dead with it if we hadn't nulled last round, but yeah, still. And then here, -1, so that's 4 damage. And yeah, I already suffered the 2 if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went up the 2 from healing and then went down. All right, went down 1, went up 2, went down 1. So Syringe ticks twice. And that's that. And no reason to use our healing stuff right now because we generally want to try to get below half health for some payoffs. So I'll just hang on to those. All right, so then the Living Bones go. So the Living Bones are just doing shield 1, heal 2 self. So this one just removes its poison. This one goes up to 6. Okay, Bandit Archer goes. So Bandit Archer is going to make a trap. 1, 2, 3. So here would be 2 hexes away. Here would be 2 hexes away. So I think this is ambiguous where it actually places the trap. So I think I can put it here. I don't remember the rules for this well enough, but it's in the closest empty hex to an enemy is what I believe. And I don't believe that there's a tiebreaker for ambiguity based on Laker focus or anything like that. But so this is 2 hexes away from an enemy. This is 2 hexes away from an enemy. So I'm going to put it over here because I would rather it there. All right. And so then the Archer is going to attack the Berserker. This is an attack -1. So for 3 +1, so 4. Okay. So we're going to tick 1 off here. I guess I'll just go ahead and use this here because that'll still put me below half, even with the heal 2. Second edition on TTS. Oh, this is just a playtester mod, but yes. All right, and this is round 2, so it's the end of round 3. Yeah. Okay. All right, so then the Bandit Commander goes, takes 1 from the wound. So the Bandit Commander tries to move as far from the focus as possible while staying within range 3. So I can either have the Bandit Commander go here or go here. I like here more. Gives me a little more. No, I guess here is closer for my allies to mess with them as well. Okay, sure. So goes there, attacks the Berserker. I already did the 1 damage from wound, I think. Yeah. So this is an attack 4 on the Berserker. +0. So booster shot is done. God, booster shot actually made a big difference here. What's the difference between pitching card and not? With no other shields, so we take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're definitely below half. All right, and then the Krygart's up. So what is the Krygart's turn looking like again? Oh yeah, I was supposed to move. Ugh. Well, I messed up. Yeah, I didn't want Saw to be here. Well, that's fine. We can just switch to something else here. And I won't be below half anymore. But anyway, all right, that's fine. So I'm actually then, because basically the skeleton has 2 shield. I mean, I could still just whack up the skeleton a bit. Maybe that's better. I'm tempted to heal the Berserker here, but I guess between the healing prescription we have active and the Berserker having like the Amulet of Life and the healing potion, it's probably fine. So yeah, let's just do some damage. Because I could, basically the 2 options are I go here either way. I could go here by just using this as a default move and then do a heal 4 on the Berserker, which looks pretty good, right? Especially because the Berserker really wants to go over here and go ham. But alternatively, I could do this, do 1 direct damage and do attack 4. The thing I don't like about this line here is just the fact that the bones is an extra shield, but I'm still doing 3 effective damage to the bones, and the bones is still worth killing. Sure, so let's go like this. All right, so I'll use Rumbling Advance, moving to here, do 1 direct damage, and then I'll use the top of Crushing Grasp. So we're going to make Earth, and I don't have anything special to use for this. Okay, +0 is fine. So we do 1 damage from Rumbling Advance, and then 2 from the attack. We also land and immobilize. And that's the end of the round. All right, so at the end of the next round, the Bandit Commander is going to open the first door. All right, let's see what we got going on down here. So I guess I was the last to go. I could Stamina Potion something. I have Earth. What would be interesting in Stamina Potion? I mean, Crater, honestly, would be pretty interesting Stamina Potion, right? Yes, it would. Definitely. Okay. Man, that's a funny thing that I never... I mean, in that case, should I really be Stamina Potioning? Crater's not such an impressive card. No, I shouldn't. I mean, the risk is losing in a short rest, but I think we're fine. Ugh, don't love that, but I think it's got to go. Crater just looks really good here because of that trap the archer made. Yeah, so I need the earth for that, which means I'm certainly not doing anything like this. I could do the heal on the bottom of Avalanche here, but I really don't love the late initiative, especially since I'm very likely to be killing... I mean, am I likely to be killing this? I guess if I gain advantage on the attack, I have decent odds to kill it. Yeah, and I could move down here and grab a coin. All right, yeah, let's go fast this round. I like that. I think going fast here is enough upside. Okay, that looks good. So what is Berserker up to? Well, we're below half, so this makes a lot of sense. We don't have fire, and I'm not directly adjacent to anyone, so I kind of have to move. I kind of like just moving with this for initiative here. And then I have like, I don't know, this afterwards or something. Otherwise I could do this and then have this afterwards, which is maybe a bit better. Maybe 24 initiative here is fine. No, it's not because I really need to heal on my turn. Yeah, initiative matters a lot this round. Okay. A long rest on Saw makes a lot of sense here. We've still got 2 prescriptions left. So then we get to, yeah, a long rest on Saw is just perfect. It really is. I know it's a little silly to long rest on a boss scenario like this, but the other reason not to long rest is then this immobilize does nothing. But God, I've got so many spent items to get back. Maybe I can just live without them. I mean, the immobilize is really the thing that's making me think that I should not long rest. Yeah, okay. I'll short rest. So in that case, the problem with short resting is then I pretty much have to pull back syringe. So I have double dosing, so I can keep one of these active, but I really don't want to keep both of them active. Keeping one of them active is very good because I push it back and I get a med kit back, which is just so good with regen tissue. But with syringe, with 1 use slot left, I mean, I'd basically just be pulling it back and losing 1 attack. 1 attack matters so much. Thanks, Titan. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I mean, this is a really tough call. I think Saw could honestly justify long resting or short resting. I think if this were General CGO playing, he would long rest. It's pretty greedy to long rest here, right? Because I'm going to take this attack and then this attack. I've actually got decent odds of pitching 2 cards. I think I have to short rest here. Really do not want to reroll on the short rest either because of the ward. So in that case, is there a rules change to the captain? Yes. So the captain, or the commander, their specials have nothing to do with summoning or opening doors anymore. They just do attacky stuff all the time now, and they just open a door at the end of every 3 rounds, essentially. So there's no, it's not a high variance scenario anymore. It's just, yeah. I mean, same principle as before. Kill the commander as quickly as possible before he opens too many doors. Except, yeah, now you don't have to worry about him, opening 3 doors very quickly and just getting overwhelmed. Okay, yeah, so I'll short rest, and I really do not want to reroll. Oh, so I have to decide if, I should bring back Syringe, yes, because this way I get an extra turn this rest cycle. I do have a Stamina Potion, but I think it's fine to bring back Syringe here. It's only 1 attack that I'm missing out on. Yeah, alright. That's fine. Or something like 10 bones back to back, yes, also true. Also true. Okay, yeah, I'll lose that. I mean, again, I really don't want to reroll with Ward on me, because rerolling will break the Ward for 1 damage, which is pretty frustrating. Okay, and so I have, let's go take a look at it. So I have double dosing, which is basically whenever I rest, any sort of rest, if an ally has an active prescription, I can push the charge back on that, or the token on the use slots back 1 slot, and I get a med back. So we'll put regenerative tissue up to 3 use slots, which is just so good. Just got a free heal 2 on my ally from this rest, and I get a med pack. What do we got? The ward med pack. All right, it's fine. I mean, we're warded right now, but we'll see where that goes. Worst case scenario, we maybe use it for a heal 4 at some point, or maybe just default moves at some point. All right. So what is our priority at this point? Ooh, a Bloody Saw looks really good with the prescription active. That's just a way to kind of delete one of these skeletons. I definitely need to go quickly. So the earliest skeletons can attack is 20. So yeah, I mean, this just kind of, I mean, yeah, it sort of sucks here what I'm about to do. Essentially, I'm playing around 1 card from the bones, right? The 20 initiative. And they just reshuffled their deck, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe this is overly cautious. So basically, the problem here is if I play First Aid and Bloody Saw, then I'm giving up. I mean, if you look at this, then I have 1 fast initiative turn left for the next, 6 turns. Or not 6 turns, but 1, 2, for the next 3 turns. Which, especially like, late initiative turns are good, but when you're in a boss fight, there's very little upside to late initiative turns because you're not trying to approach anyone late. Gloomhaven RGC says you'll draw the 20. I mean, that's how I feel as well, which is why I'm inclined to do this. But so Bones also have a 25, which this even plays around. So like this is just so. I feel like this is almost too conservative. I'm pretty much putting myself in a bad spot 1 or 2 turns down the line to avoid a 1 out of 8. Oh god, but the 1 out of 8 is so bad if it happens, right? Because then yeah, I don't get away from the immobilize. I don't know. I mean, I just have to pitch 8 cards damage. I don't know. I think it's survivable. I think it's survivable. All right, so let's go for that. So then what can I do with this move? So I basically need to move. I would love it if I had my boots still, because then I could go here and give strength into Berserker, which would just be so big this turn. But I can't do that. I won't do that. So I'll probably just play. I mean, I don't know. Actually, attacking worth winning it. Yeah. I mean, actually, in hindsight, I am just going to do the 19 because I actually just don't have another bottom that I really want to play. Essentially, I need to move at least 3, or well, I have 2 options, right? I could move 1 going back to here, but I really don't want to be retreating this way. I really want to kind of be coming down towards my allies. And so, since I need to move at least 3 and not on my boots anymore, I only really have a couple choices, which is Battlefield Medicine, which I really like to use the top Battlefield Medicine, not the bottom, and Syringe without even wounding anyone, and I really want to be giving Syringe to Berserker. Trust the first instinct? Yeah. So in hindsight, actually, just because this is also the move that I want to play this turn, I am just going to go with this. All right, let's see what was going to happen. So we got all our cards ready. We would have gotten away with it. In fact, the Immobilize is going to do nothing because the Bones aren't even moving this round. But it was still a safe play. It was a reasonable play after all. All right, regardless. So let's take a look at what Berserker's up to. So Berserker, we have the top of Strength and Agony. So, well, first of all, sorry. Start of my turn, I take 1 damage and heal for 2 damage. So just net 1 health. Oop. All right, so I'm going to use the bottom of Shiny Distraction as a default move too. Bandit Archer's doing Immobilize. Ugh, God, Immobilize is going to suck here. Where is the Curative Mixture that I need so badly? And so... Yeah, Titan. I mean, the truth is, we both know how this would go, though, right? Because I played around it, yeah, of course it doesn't matter. Had I not played around it, though, it wouldn't have actually been the 81. It would have been the 20. TTS finds a way. Oh, that immobilize is actually going to be really rough. I don't actually have a good turn to do next turn. I mean, I guess realistically what I'm doing next turn then. Oh, no, I can. Because I have the pull. Oh, chef's kiss. Yeah, never mind. I can make it work no matter what. Okay, yeah. I mean, either I'll just do like set up the bottom of Defiance and Death and medpack myself, or I will pull something next to me and hit them. All right. So I'm gonna do a default move too. So I can go to here. How much move does the archer have? +0, 3 movements. If I'm here, the archer will go like that. If I'm here, it'll just go like here. I'd rather it just be here. Yeah, so I'll just go to here. So just using the bottom of Shining Distraction as default move 2. And then I use the top of Strength and Agony. My health is below half, so this is an attack 5 +1 from Blood Pack, so this is an attack 6. Nothing else that I was supposed to remember, not yet at least. No. All right, I've made it in the last 3 turns. I've made 2 attack 6s, and both of them have missed. This scenario is looking worse and worse. All right. Not back to back. We didn't know last round. We hit both of our attacks last round. It was null and then +2 -1 and then the curse. But yeah, pretty rough still. Okay. I'm definitely gonna use a healing potion here. The only question is, do I use the Amulet of Life? Bandit Commander is doing special 1, so I guess hitting me. Yeah, I should use the Amulet of Life as well while I'm at it. Does indeed feel like. Yep. All right. So I heal myself for 4 total here, putting myself up to 8. All right. Not good, but yeah. Oh, I guess this is gonna be pushed away anyway. That's fine. All right. So, card guards up. This is an interesting one here, how we want to approach this. All right, well, so we're going to start by using the bottom of Unstable Upheaval, because I would much rather push the archer into the trap than push the skeleton into the trap, right? So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 down to here, because let's be real, there's a coin. Oops. All right, and then we're going to use the top of Crater, consuming Earth. So Crater, I guess, let's use the consume button. Go here. So Crater is going to be an attack 3, range 3, push 2. We have backup ammo active, so this is going to be +1 target. I'm going to go ahead. Ooh, wow, that's a tough call. Would I ever power push in this? I'm actually kind of tempted to because +1 matters so much on that bones. Now let's just simple bone. Let's just simple bow the bones. It's funny because the bones. All right, let's go here. The bones is a much lower priority target for me than the archer is. But it's just a plus like getting a +1 here when I'm about to do 6 versus 7 damage doesn't change much. Whereas getting a +1 here is the difference between just never having to worry about this enemy again. Admittedly, I'm pretty good at dealing 1 splash damage, but I did lose Rumbling Advance there, so I still think it's better to try to get advantage here. So let's get advantage on the bones. All right, well, we were going to have a +2 anyway, but that's fine. So we kill that. And then the archer, straight up. Beautiful. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we push the archer. And I am just going to push the archer 1. I don't want to push. Oh no. I don't have to have a bad time on the berserker. Yes. I can push. Well, but that requires the soft one's not moving far then, right? Because, all right, well, first of all, let's do the other 3 damage. Basically, the archer hitting the Sawbones is so much better for me than hitting the Berserker because the Immobilize will do nothing since the Sawbones has Safeguard. But that's not really a good way to do that. Here, it'll still hit. She'll still hit the Berserker. Here, I would have to there's no way. There's nowhere I could go that wouldn't be next to the bones. I definitely don't want to stay next to the bones. So, all right. In that case, I'll just push the archer here so that they're still within range 1 or range 2 to be pulled by the Berserker next round. Okay. Well, Cragart getting another really nice turn. Sawbones is up next. So Sawbones, we have the bottom of First Aid and the top of Bloody Saw. So I do have a prescription active on the Berserker, so I'll use the top of Bloody Saw. So this is an attack 4 wound, gain 1 experience, targeting this adjacent bones. Okay, +0. It's fine. I mean, wound obviously a bit less effective on bones because bones obviously can't heal themselves, but this is still pretty good. Basically, the bones is going to have 1 turn where it can heal itself, which is going to be a 2 out of 7 here. And if it fails that check, then it'll just die on its own from now on. And then my move 4, I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4 down to here because I really want to be next to my allies. Oh, we clumped up really nicely for the Bandit Commander's turn here. I mean, that's fine. I don't really like the Cragart has 14 health and ward. I'm actually not that concerned about getting hit by the Bandit Commander. Okay. So the Bandit Commander's up. So the Bandit Commander is doing Special 1. So again, Special 1 is the move jump, attack -1, target all adjacent enemies. So this is going to be attack 3. So the Bandit Commander takes 1 from wound, goes to here, hits the Berserker, and then the Cragart. Okay, so Berserker first, a -1, so that's just 2 damage. And then the Cragart, a -1, so that's 1 damage, and the ward gone. And it is at the end of his turn on the 3rd round. Yep. So actually now the Bandit Commander is going to jump to the store. We haven't made enough progress. I mean, really the 2 nulls on the Berserker has made a big swing in our success for this round, or for this scenario at this point. Also, the initiative tracker is going to, we're just need to move this slightly down. Okay. So we already have what the bones are doing. We need to flip for the corpses. All right, so that's that. So the corpses have move plus zeros. So 1, 1, and 1. And then the bones go. These ones don't move. This one takes 1 from its wound, and that's the round. All right. Yeah, this is going to be really close. Like, going into this room, I felt really good about my chances, but obviously the 2 misses on the Berserker make a pretty big difference. All right. So what are we up to now? Yeah, it's just got to be this plus this, right? I mean, I don't actually have to play Defiance here. Well, I probably should, just to be safe. Yeah, I still need to do. Basically, okay, so I want to kill that Archer with the Berserker this round, so I need to pull the Archer next to me. I mean, it could also heal myself. I guess I should see what my allies are doing as well. What is Saw up to? Ooh, yeah, this looks good. So Ward is actually not great on the Berserker. I mean, it's basically just 1 effective healing, but I guess I'll just reward. No, I mean, it basically would be the Berserker, huh? I guess I could give a med pack to the Berserker then and set this up. Not great initiative. It's more just a question. Ooh. Wish I had better initiative for this. Petrify it. No, I don't need to hit 2 targets is the thing though. Huh. Huh. Oh, sorry. The Berserker is actually immobilized. Forgot to put that on there. This looks pretty good, actually. I mean, 1 damage to Berserker, but or 1 damage to Saw, more realistically. Okay, yeah, I like that. Because throwing this obstacle here is just such good value. Hitting 3 targets, I mean, one of them doesn't actually matter. I mean, it matters if it heals. Otherwise, it doesn't matter, but yeah. I don't have Earth, though. Ugh. Element Potion? Alright, maybe it's not worth it without Earth. Because then it's not likely to kill the Bandit Archer. Because I'd really just like the Krygart to kill the Archer here is the thing. It's not an easy way to do that. Not so much. I mean, I could just run up and crush and grasp it. Maybe that's just fine. Problem is 35 is just after so many Archer cards. Barely even worth it at that point. No, I think we'll just do this here. Yeah, this is fine. All right, so the Berserker kills the Archer, so then what are you up to? I guess what we really want to do here then is kind of just create Earth this round. I really like to create Earth this round so that I can use Clear the Way next round. So I've got, I mean, a lot of different ways to create Earth here. I've got, what, 3 different non-loss ways to create Earth. Are you on +2? No, I'm only playing on +1 difficulty here. With the heat today, I didn't feel like putting myself up against +2. Also, in reality, had I been playing on +2 difficulty here, I definitely would have lost. Historically, I mostly play on +2 difficulty, but like I said, I couldn't bring myself to today. And that goes there. Ugh. What is the best source of Earth here? think I'm just going to do this late. We'll see where that gets us. All right. Oh, that's a good point. Time per scenario definitely increases a fair amount. That is actually a really interesting. It's a point. A really interesting point that we don't consider a lot about added difficulty. I will say for you then that. Oh yeah, I mean definitely +2 on second edition is a lot harder than +2 in first edition. That being said, I mean let the record show, Dwarf, that I back when Frosthaven like was still before people got their cards, right? But after the starting classes have been spoiled, I actually played starting from the beginning of the Gloomhaven campaign. I played Gloomhaven first edition, level 1 to level 9 with Bone Shaper, Blink Blade, and Banner Spear, playing all in +2 difficulty, and I think I almost exclusively won there. So I mean, it's still definitely doable in +2 difficulty because Frosthaven classes, Gloomhaven second edition classes, more or less the same power level. But yeah, it's certainly a lot harder. And yeah, today wasn't up for it. Yeah. So anyway, Titan, I have good news for you. I can't really go into the details of this, but in the second edition, we actually have an optional increased difficulty mechanic that shouldn't really add additional time to the scenario. It will make the scenario a bit more difficult and provide some really optional rewards, like a sprinkling of nice little things that are fun to have, but that if you choose not to, like if you don't choose to use the mechanic, you never get the rewards. You won't really feel like, oh my god, I missed out. But yeah, and I mean, so this is the difficulty increase of this will definitely be more like half a scenario level too. So it's definitely not as much as actually increasing the difficulty up a scenario level, but it'll make things a little bit more spicy, while essentially adding no additional time. All right. So, because yeah, that's actually, I mean, I'd really never thought about that, but you're absolutely right. It does actually add more time because enemies, I mean, not only do you have to spend more time thinking about things because enemies are more threatening, but yeah, enemies just also have a lot more health. Okay. So, we don't get to move this turn on the Berserker. So we'll just use the bottom of From the Brink to do a pull 1 range 2. God, I'm so happy I brought this card. This pull's been great. To just pull this archer over to here. Oh, sorry. At the start of my turn, I will net 1 life, putting myself up to 7. I don't think I should be like. Did I remove the -2 even? Sorry, I did actually remove the -2. Yeah. So yep, I'll just use the top of Defiance of Death. I don't need to suffer any damage for this. This is already in attack 4, so this kills on anything but a miss. Please don't jinx myself again. Unreal. Unreal. I only have ever encountered one other game that has time scaling option, Pathfinder adventure card game, at least the last base release. Okay. I played the original Pathfinder adventure card game. We still have it here. We only played part of the way through though, but yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna lose the scenario, honestly. I mean, Berserker has, I mean, technically missed 3 of their last 5 attacks, but 3 of their last 4 turns, the only thing they've done for the turn has been a single target attack that has missed. I feel like it's really hard to win from that position. Man, that sucks. That really sucks. It's such a big swing. Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be a tough one. I mean, I guess this is what I get for bringing Saw and Berserker into a boss scenario. I suppose this is karma, right? All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so you actually can go in there and hit. Okay. So the bones go. So this one has 4 movement. Focus has got to be here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Oops, that's not what I want to do. That goes there. That goes there. I'll do the attack in a second. I'm just gonna do all the moves. This one's focus should be here as well. 1, 2, 3 to there. Okay. So this will attack the Sawbones. +0. So that is 1 damage and the ward gone. So at least this is dead before it acts again. Okay, so this archer who is somehow still alive. Oh, and also going to hit the Sawbones and make me pitch a card. Beautiful. All because I failed to kill it again. Wow, that's actually going to happen here. I mean, it better actually miss or like flip a -1 or whatever. All right, so first we have a disadvantaged attack 3 on the Berserker. -1, so 2. And then we have a straight up attack 3 on Saw. Okay. That's at least some justice. My rules in this scenario in the past has always been kill archer because archer bad. No, I agree. I definitely always try to kill the archers first. That being said, there's trying to kill the archer and actually killing the archer, and I've succeeded in doing one of those two things. All right, Sawbones is up next. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I want to syringe up Berserker, but I feel like at this point it's a bit of a mistake, and I should almost just put it on Crygard. I still don't think that's correct though, especially because the way Crygard's going to be attacking this turn doesn't seem that good. But yeah, all right, we'll do it to Berserker again. I'll choose to believe, so we'll activate this over here for Berserker. So Berserker has +1 on their next 4 attacks. And then I'll just use the bottom of Hand of the Surgeon. I won't actually move. I'll stay where I am and give a medical pack to the Berserker. So a second one. All right. Come on, strengthen. There we go. Oh, that's the good stuff. Why not move and wound the archer? Oh, instead using like and then attack? Yes, I could have done that as well, but the Kragart should kill the archer here. So right, so basically what I could have done is I could have gone here, give this wound, and then, or, I mean, honestly, I would probably give this wound and then do the attack 4 here, right? Because I wouldn't want to wound this and attack it, and I do want it dead. That being said, Kragart's about to attack both of these with Massive Boulder this turn, which I think is like a good enough double attack, and so accordingly, I think it's going to be, like, I think that it was just fine to do this, to just keep juicing the Berserker. And also very happy with the outcome because we got the best medical pack on Berserker. My first experience with this scenario was while not really understanding the rules 100%, so enemies always moved and attacked on top of their ability. That's one of the most common mistakes in the game, so don't worry about it, and I'm sorry. Because that would have made a challenging scenario even more challenging. All right, living corpses have -1 move, so none of them will move. We only have normals that have 1 movement here. The bandit commander goes, about to get hit here, but that is going to make what we do here a bit better, right? So first the bandit commander takes 1 from wound. Then the bandit commander has a move 5 jump, maximum targets. 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. So Berserker and then Crygart. Berserker first. Okay, so that's 4 damage. That's fine. We can heal. We can take the heal 2 before we. That does mean that I won't be able to massive boulder this, which is putting us back to the spot where. But anyway, we'll talk about that in a second. Then the attack on the Crygart. Do I have any defensive items on the Crygart at all? I do have studded leather. I'll go ahead and use studded leather for this. I think it's fine. It's only an attack 3, but why not? So the attack 3 becomes an attack 2, and I have 1 shield, so I take 1. I'm back, had a meeting. How's the scenario going? It's going really poorly. So Berserker on 3 of their last 4 turns has done a single target attack that is missed. And yeah, not going great. My posture was decent here. Thank you. All right. So yeah, Berserker being at 1 here is rough. So Berserker, again, we can choose the order of these two things. So we can take the heal 2 before we... Oh, actually, no. We'll have to take this before this, because then we don't pitch a card because this won't damage us. So that's even better. But so we won't have to pitch cards on our turn. However, we can't actually do... Oh, no, I can do Massive Boulder the way I want, because I've got to heal 1 here. Okay, perfect. Because it's so much more important to Massive Boulder this. Even though I know that that's not going to be as efficient as possible, I just need this archer to be dead. All right, man. Back of ammo, I've been very happy that I brought. My Saw experience was soured by having it be my first unlock and playing a 2-man team with a Spellweaver. It was horrid. Yeah, sorry. Well, I'll have you know that... Saw is quite effective now, even in 2-player parties. You have a lot less. I mean, especially if you're with a ranged ally, I will admit that you're gonna have a lot less ability card choices. You're gonna mostly want to focus on like doing the damaged enemy stuff and just attacking, because it's gonna be harder to consistently support allies since you're a melee support and you have a ranged ally. That being said, it's still very effective. You can also play it as a quasi tank by using the persistent healing thing, which works as well. Yep, very minimal doggerel. Okay. So, I'm going to start by, using Earth and Bulwark, healing a Berserker for 1, and then we're going to tick down Massive Bolt, or Back of Ammo once more. And we're going to hit 2 targets. So, we're going to hit the Archer and the Living Bones. I can't hit the Archer and the Bandit Commander, because then I would force Berserker to pitch a card. And I'm going to hit the Archer, even though this is going to theoretically overkill by 1, unless I flip a -1, because I just need this Archer to be dead. So, Archer first, and then Living Bones. I still don't think I should use my Power Potion here. All right, so let's go here and then here. Okay, that's dead. 1 splash, 1 splash, 1 splash, and then here. Okay, 2 damage, and 1 splash. All right. And that's our turn. Do I want to stay on a potion here? So we have earth. Oops, not fire. I would love some fire, but now we have earth. So yeah, honestly, tossing a rock, like dropping down a rock here and tossing it to here looks really good because this actually blocks off the berserker, keeps them pretty safe, which is nice. While also, yeah, we shouldn't be immobilized anymore. While also doing respectable damage. So yeah, I like that well enough. All right. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do a double med pack turn here on berserker. I mean, I could also just short rest. No, I think I'll just do double med pack. I don't know. I need to be killing the boss though. I can't. No, I can't spend my turn med packing. All right. Well, hold on. Let's see what everyone else is up to. So I'm definitely doing this and this here. I like this a lot. Yeah. Well, I could also sentient. No, I like this. This is good. The only problem with this is initiative. This is where I wish that I had the initiative boots. Okay. I really like precaution top here because pushing back the healing prescription on berserker looks very good. And then strengthening. Yes. Alternatively, I could gift movement if I needed the berserker to run away, but well, there are reasons I would want the berserker to run away, but realistically just healing is better. Although I guess I'm not going to do that much healing to the berserker here. All right, so I guess I have to short rest on the berserker. Okay, that's perfectly fine to lose. I probably should have stayed on a potion on the berserker last turn though, instead of having short rest here, but worked out okay. All right. Ooh, we finally get to make some fire. Thank God. I need that. All right, so I want to do that, and I'm below half, so I want to do this. Okay. Yeah, I like this well enough, and so then I can do this and this. I think that makes sense. Well, the problem with this is then the Berserker... No, I mean, Berserker's going to take like one hit here, which is disadvantage. We'll be at 3 life. Hmm. It's tough. Still decent odds of having to pitch a card there, huh? Which would be a reason to just use teamwork instead, to just move the Berserker back. The problem with moving the Berserker back is that then the other skeleton gets to go in. Like, we don't have the seal anymore. Let's just go with this. If we pitch a card, we pitch a card. Well, the attack will have disadvantage, right? Okay. So it is special 2. Sure. So yeah, you're going to be doing some AoE on us again. That's fine. If anything, that's good because the -1 with disadvantage gives us the best chance of not having to pitch. Oh yeah, and we'll have the shield too. So actually that does it. All right, great. So I'm going to start by using the top of precaution. Grant all allies themselves shield 1. Each ally may move the character token backward 1 slot on 1 active prescription they have. I will definitely, well, this is the only one, so I'll move regenerative tissue back 1. And then I'll do the bottom of booster shot, which I'm just going to stand in place, and I'm going to do strengthen, target 1 ally, range 1. I'm going to strengthen the berserker. This way we shouldn't miss. Knock on wood. I really need to go refill my water. I will do that just after this round. All right. So at the start of my turn, I'll do this first. I'm at 1 HP, so I actually don't suffer damage from Blood Pact. And then regenerative tissue ticks up. So I heal for 2. All right, what round is it, by the way? Okay, so the end of the next turn, or not this turn, but the bandit commander's turn next turn. All right, so we got to try to kill him before the third room for sure. All right, so, oh no, I didn't need the strengthen. I'm an idiot. I mean, it's a bit late now. I guess I could have just played this. Yeah, too late now. I guess in that case, I'll give the strengthen to, yeah, I'll give the strengthen to Kragart. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So, Shiny Distraction. Gain advantage on all your attacks this round. All attacks starting this round gain disadvantage, and we make fire. Very significant. We've been missing out on fire for a while here. And then we're going to do Strength and Agony. We are below half, so this gets +2. We get +1 from Blood Pact and +1 from Syringe, which makes this an attack 7 with advantage, targeting the Bandit Commander. Oof, okay. Actually, the 1 healing makes a pretty big difference here in terms of keeping me safe, I think. In case like I get really unlucky and get a -1, like the 1 healing could so easily be the difference between pitching a card and not that I think I'd rather take 1 less damage. So I'll heal for 1, and I deal 7. Not bad. Okay. Oh, it is special 1 from the Bandit Commander. I don't know why I thought it was special. Or no, it's special 2. Sorry, yeah. So no, actually that is the difference because yeah, Well, this is an attack 4, but I guess we have 1 shield. Yeah, no, so that does the healing matters more. Okay. So wants to go as far from focus as possible, so that is here. Takes 1 from wound. Focuses Berserker, so attacks the Berserker. So this is an attack 4 with disadvantage. Okay, well, a miss. That's nice. We'll take it. Oh, we're not going to get to close the gap before they come in, though. Rough. All right, well, I mean, the shield and the disadvantage should be enough here, because these are pretty small attacks. All right, so this will go here. This will go here. And this will just die. Okay, so the Elite Bones will first attack the Berserker and then the Cragheart. So they each have shield 1, and all the attacks on the Berserker have disadvantage. What the? I'm gonna take this moment to go get some water. E- e- Excuse? Nice disadvantaged attack by that Living Bones, huh? All right, well, that puts us in pretty high chance of having to pitch a card here. I still think, no, I guess we should still be okay normally, but woof. Good thing I took the heal. Okay, so this is +2, so that's an attack 4. We have 1 shield thanks to precaution, so we take 3 damage going down to 1. Then this attacks the Cragheart straight up. Very funny. So that's an attack 1 because it's minus, because sorry, the 25 is attack -1. So it's 0 damage to the Cragheart, of course. And so then this one makes an attack 1 with disadvantage. You can't see the camera right now, but I just walked away from my computer. That's actually a pitched card, by the way. That's insane. That's actually insane. So I could have pitched for the attack 4, but it didn't really make sense to because this was a disadvantaged attack 1 into 1 shield, which again normally shouldn't deal any damage. In the end, it does exactly 1 damage. I mean, I guess I could have seen what the cards were left in their deck, but oh my god. Okay, well, that certainly increases our chances of losing this scenario quite a bit. All right, what do I want here? The least. So this doesn't actually net me a card. It does net me half my health, which is like 6. It's probably worth keeping. Maybe Defiance of Death. I mean, I definitely want Final Fight. I could also just lose Final Fight here. No, because I created Fire, so I really want to do like Final Fight plus probably like I want to do this plus this next turn, basically. So yeah, I guess in that case it has to be Defiance of Death that we lose. Wow. All right, well, all the nulls followed by disadvantaged +2 crit +1/+1. All right. All right. All right. Why not? So the Cragheart's up. So on the Cragheart, I'm going to use the bottom of Crushing Grasp. I'm going to make Earth. I'm going to deal 1 damage to Saw by placing a rock right here. Ooh, we'll get there eventually. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to use the top of Clear the Way. Relocate one adjacent 1-hex obstacle to an empty hex within range 4 to perform. And so I'm going to consume the old Earth. So I consume the old Earth, make the new. To do an attack 3, pierce 1, targeting everything adjacent to the relocated obstacle. So I'll go ahead and throw that here. I could hit both of them where the pierce is slightly better, but I've just got to be hitting the Bandit Commander when I can. So that goes there. So this will hit here and here. Both of these are attack 3s with advantage. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the Bandit Commander. There we go. That's the unluckiest I've seen a character. Yeah, that's me. I mean, there is a reason that back when I streamed, made a single emote for my channel, and it was this. I've never been lucky. All right. Should I stamina potion here? I need to think about this. So what are we looking to do next turn? I have Earth. I mean, honestly, it feels like Petrify plus Sentient Growth or something, or even this plus this. It feels like there's a lot of things I could do. So I think I'm fine with that. And then these have +1 movement at the 47. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So, yeah. All right, well, we're going to go at 21, and we're going to hope that the bones don't go at 20. Ugh. 1 out of 5? I mean, there's not a lot I can do about that at this point, I think. I've got 20 initiative. That's where we're at. And now the fact that I used my early initiative earlier has some risk involved. So what am I looking at doing here? Hey, Jimler. Are you using the optional difficulty modifier, and is it stacking the deck against yourself? I am not, although maybe secretly I am. All right. So at least Saw can give Bolt some stamina back. Yeah, the problem is that I'm just in a spot where I can't easily use the stamina right now. But yeah, that would be the goal at some point, is to do that. So Bolt's not moving away. Craggart's not moving away. We're also not strengthened here anymore. I'm counting on Bolt basically killing both of these. I think I'll just play these 2 cards. I don't really need to use a med pack here. All right. So yeah, I mean, at this point, so I like Petrify plus Sentient Growth well enough here. I mean, I guess Sentient Growth is kind of medium. I don't know. I mean, I think we have ways to make any version of this work to some degree. All right, so essentially, because I didn't Stamina Potion on Saw or on Berserker, which again I don't think really made sense to Stamina Potion here. I don't know. I mean, maybe I could have stayed. No, I couldn't actually even Stamina Potion this because this was Shiny Distraction, because it was an active card. So yeah, because I didn't Stamina Potion, or because I couldn't Stamina Potion anything, I can't go faster than 21 initiative. And again, the bones have a 1 out of 5 to go at 20 here, and to kill the Berserker. There's no way I can play around that at this point, so that just has to not happen. Honestly, if the bones flip a 20 here, we do lose the scenario. Secretly, the team member that makes mod use logic to randomize function DDS. Really like the change. The door opening is on a fixed rounds rather than random. Yeah, it's honestly it's pretty simple change, but okay, thank God. I was so worried. I mean, like I said, my ability to beat this scenario really hinged on a 1 out of 5 or a 4 out of 5 there. Okay, so Berserker's up first. So Bandit Commander is going to be doing the large AoE, so we kind of need to, like, I don't know, position a bit differently so that doesn't happen. Can Cragart move enough to make that happen? So I would have to, like, do some sort of weird stuff here. Basically, I just can't have... Yeah, if the Cragart goes over here... Oops, that's correct. Then 2 get hit. I don't know. I mean, anyway, that's not for the Berserker to figure out. Good thing that makes the scenario less swing. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so at the start of my turn on Berserker, I'll do Blood Pact first, take no damage because I'm at 1. I was spending a lot of time at 1. The solo item would be amazing on me here. And then we do finally get the last take of Regenerative Tissue, which heals us for 2. Oh god, Regenerative Tissue has been so good. Oh, I love that prescription. I mean, that's like the thing for the Berserker plus Saw combo, right? Alright, so I'm going to use the bottom Final Fight. I'm going to be using the top very soon, by the way. I'm going to use the bottom Final Fight. I'm going to stay in position, and I'm going to consume fire to add +1 to all my attacks this round. Boop. Sorry, I should be using these things. Okay, and then I'm going to do the top of Reckless Offensive. I'm going to suffer 2 damage to add an initial target. All right, I mean, I don't have advantage, so, you know, again, we're at Fate's Mercy. So this is 2 attack 4s, plus Final Fight is 1, plus Blood Pact is 1, plus Syringe is 1. So these are 2 attack 7s, here and here, bottom and top. Let's go. Oh, okay. I mean, at least it's not a miss. So that leaves this at 1, and that kills this. I mean, There's no advantage to this. Yeah, the bones lives. The bones lives. Okay. Well, the bones basically has to miss at this point. Oh, man. Just been too hard here. All right. Well, I'm gonna stamina potion something to pitch. I don't know. I mean, is that even? How much does that even matter at this point? Yeah, I mean, I guess I can like pitch shiny distraction. Sure. Because then next turn I can do like med pack plus from the brink to set up, yeah, some shenanigans. Yeah, unlike AMVs. Yeah, AMVs. I mean, flipping a -1 wasn't that big of a swing. I mean, like, wasn't that unlikely. It's just, that's kind of the situation we're in. The fact that we're on such a rough spot. I mean, also, if I'd had the initiative boots on Kraggart, actually, I would have been able to survive this. But, yeah. All right, well, we'll hope for our 1 out of 20 here. So we use 2 ticks of syringe. That goes like that. And here goes. So, living bones, a miss? No, not a miss. All right, so we have to pitch. Even if I had not paid 2 and just like tried to kill the 1, I would still be forced to pitch here because this would do 3 damage and I'm at 3 life. All right, see a shiny distraction. These are my discard. Technically one of them is active, but that's fine. All right, well, we're definitely going to set up Final Fight as soon as possible. Okay, so the bones is done. So then Kraggart's up. So essentially what we need to do here is we need to figure out a way to not let the Bandit Commander hit the Berserker, which more or less involves moving here and not killing the bones, which is a little weird, but I guess fine. Huh. Yeah, I mean, there's not really any way around that. That is really what the Kraggart has to do here. I have to tank that for the Berserker. I can't let the Berserker pitch another card to damage her. Okay, sure. So I will go ahead and, I mean, this means I'm using, yeah, it's just, the worst part is not being able to kill this bones, right? So awkward, but if I do, the Bandit Commander will go here in AoES. Otherwise, the other option is going there, but then Saw loses a card. No, actually, because we killed this, so Bandit Commander will still go there. Okay. Yeah, so there's really nothing doing. So the only question is, now I really don't want to play a loss here for more or less nothing. So yeah, let's just go ahead and use the bottom of Petrify as a default move. It's going to be a rather uninspired turn. I guess I'll actually hit 2 targets here. No, I should just hit the Manic Commander still. All right, so I'll do a default move 2 to here, which has upside, 2 coins. And then I'm going to use the top of Sentient Growth, making Earth. So yeah, this is an interesting choice, which is essentially I could either hit these 2, or I could hit the Bandit Commander. I think hitting the Bandit Commander is still more valuable. I'll just be able to kill these eventually. All right, so we just do an attack 2 on the Bandit Commander, 2 damage. Okay. And now I could consider Stamina Potioning here. I mean, Avalanche is decent. What would I do alongside it? I don't know. It'd be like Massive Boulder, but it's not really convenient because everything's going to be next to me. No, I think I'll just Short Rest again. We'll use Stamina Potions later when it has more clear value. All right, so Living Corpses go. Move 1, doesn't move. Well, no, so sorry, fun again. You do have to kill all enemies in the scenario, but in terms of touching in melee, that's correct. All right, Bandit Commander's up. Takes 1, which is why you really want to kill the Bandit Commander before he opens too many doors, because otherwise, yeah, it's a bunch more enemies that you have to kill. All right, so the Bandit Commander is going to do a move jump, going to here, attacks the Kraggart. Also +1s, that's 4 damage, that's fine. And at the end of his turn, goes and opens this door, which is going to release a bunch of bones. Rough. All right, well, this is going to hurt a bit. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to take attack 3 on the Kraggart, 2 damage, and a crit. So we'll pitch a card there. 2 damage. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and pitch Avalanche. Well, we have to. On a 6. And then this has, yeah, I mean, they can still find focus eventually the long way around, but there is a chest in here. Yeah, no worries. Okay, so Saw is up. So what are we doing here? Kind of just want to move Berserker away is the thing, so that they can just like take a turn off to recoup. So in that case, yeah, I think that makes enough sense. I think we can still win it. All right. So sure, I'm going to use the bottom of Teamwork to do a move 2 to here. to grant an adjacent ally the Berserker, I move 3. 1, 2. Yeah, I mean, why don't we just stop on the coin, right? Because we're going to do a non-move next turn. Yeah, and the things won't. Yeah, their focus is that. Yeah, this should be fine. So going to there. Oh, sorry. No. First, because I'm here, I'm actually going to start by doing the top of Battlefield. Oh, yeah, no, there's no way I can give the disarm. I mean, we just live without the disarm. Just try to kill quickly here with the Cragart. Just like unstable people this turn. Yeah, that seems fine. All right, yeah. Basically, can't grant. I mean, I could if I put the Berserker here. Yeah, that's actually fine. Okay, yeah, no, that's worth it. So I'll grant the Berserker movement to there, and then I'll use the top of Battlefield Medicine to disarm this Bones and give the Berserker another med pack. Ooh. Ooh, that's a big heal. All right, we're going to have a tough call next turn. Because I'm definitely not in a situation to strengthen myself, because I'm going to want to do something else to strengthen myself. But yeah. Okay. Would love to long rest. So you are doing the top of From the Brink and the bottom of one of these cards. So the real question is basically, if I were to use this med pack, is there a world where that works out very well? Like, can I be immobilized the following round? I really don't think I want to be immobilized the following round. So I think we'll take the Bless one. Definitely From the Brinking here. All right. So then Cragheart. 6 health on the front line like this. Not a lot of things that can hit me, although this can do a ranged attack. So I should probably not long rest here. I mean, a little bit of a shame, but yeah, I can't reroll. Okay. Saw. So can Saw ever long rest here? I mean, no, because something can come here and hit me as well. All right, so we'll just short rest. All my items. Whatever. Short rest it is. I wasn't bringing back the prescription anyway, but yeah, I think that's fine. I pretty much just got to juice the Berserker. I don't know. At some point, I'm gonna have to actually kill things though. But I guess by then I might not even have any prescriptions left. Also, losing 1 life here kind of sucks. What would be worse? Losing Teamwork is fine. Losing Battlefield Medicine is fine. Honestly, no. I think Bloody Saw is actually one of the most important cards here. All right, I'll reroll. Yeah, losing Teamwork is fine. I mean, Teamwork is very good, but I don't really have the space to use it. So we take 1, and we also get to push back Syringe once, which I was fine with because I get a free medical pack. All right. Got the Safeguard one. All right. So, what are we up to now? Well, Berserker's turn is already planned out. So, Cragheart, I mean, yeah, I kind of just want to AoE, actually do AoE things. Also just need to do a lot of damage to the boss as soon as possible. Kind of also need to heal myself. We'll move away a bit. Earth is up. I could do a 4-target Unstable Upheaval, which is pretty good. Use my Power Potion and everything. Probably be able to get more targets eventually. We gotta get through those bones to be able to hit the things. Yeah, honestly, it kind of seems like this is a now or never situation. Then I can even drop a rock here to kind of seal the gap, although then I need Saw to move away before this, which basically means that I have to use Precaution, but that's probably fine. Okay, sure. Looks good. Let's do it. All right, so that means I have to use this card, and what am I using alongside it? So that's gonna probably, no, it has to, and I have to move. So you get this plus a bottom, which, yeah, I guess can just be move 1, give a med pack, giving out my last med pack, and then I gotta be a little bit considerate of actual med pack actions for a little bit, but that's fine. Like actually using med packs. All right. Med packs are hard to use in boss fights. Oh, disaster. I mean, it's okay, I guess. It's okay, I guess. Uh, does that ever change my plan? Do I just try to go? So Bandit Commander is doing the AoE attacky thing again. So if I move to here, yeah. So I kind of want to go back to there. So the Berserk Bandit Commander just goes to here. Okay, yeah. That actually does change my plans. So I won't be trying to use precaution here. I'm just going to go Hand of the Surgeon plus default move. So, yep, let's use the top of Hand of the Surgeon as an attack 4, targeting this Elite Living Bones here. I just don't want it to heal itself. Okay, -1 is fine. That's an attack 3. It has 1 shield, so that kills it. And then I'll use the bottom of Precaution as a default move too. I could go to here. I kind of do want to grab a coin when I can. I mean, pretending as if I was playing for real. Okay. So this does make Unstable Upheaval a lot less impressive though, right? This turn. But that's probably fine. I think I'll just not do it then. I'll just do, like, I don't really want to do Crushing Grasp either though. These things. I mean, it's just with the Bones dead now, and the other one's at 2 shield. It's a pretty unimpressive Unstable Upheaval. So I guess I'll just Crushing Grasp one of the Bones then. And just, no, I can't step onto the coin. I can't step back at all, actually, because then the Bandit Command, because, yeah, Berserker's not moving. So that does make it a little bit awkward, because I'm basically immobilizing something, but not using the Immobilize. I wish I could just, like, go in and hit the Bandit Commander, but no way to do that here. Actually, I had a ranged attack here. It's also a question of how valuable the obstacle here is, but no, I think not right now. Okay, sure. Then, yeah, I'm just going to use the top of Crushing Grasp, making Earth. This is an attack 4. I'll attack, I guess, the bottom bones. So 5. This is 3 damage because it has 1 bonus shield. And yeah, I have a move 3, but I don't believe that I can move anywhere. Because, yeah, anywhere I move, I'm just going to make the Bandit Commander hit other things. I'd rather the Bandit Commander just come and hit the Kragart. Do I have a healing potion? Not even. That being said, I think I will go ahead and use my stamina potion and get back Unstable Upheaval here. Mostly for the initiative, but who knows? Maybe we'll use the top. All right, I'm done. So Berserker's up. So beginning my turn, Blood Pact ticks, but I'm at full, or I'm at 1, so it doesn't damage me. So I get to use the top of From the Brink. Remove all negative conditions you have. Oh, I could have immobilized, but it wouldn't really work because I need to do this at 1 HP. So remove all negative conditions you have. If your current hit point value is 1, you may recover 1 card from your lost pile. Set your current hit point value to half your maximum hit point value and gain strength, and create fire. Okay, so this is lost. We get to get a lost card back. That's toughy. I mean, what else do we have? Basically, we're basically going to try to set up the final fight. We could even, like, next turn, no, because we want to move when we set up final fight, right? Want to move when we set up final fight. So that is pretty much our next turn. We could use even a med pack to move, if a move to, I mean, the bidding there will be here, so yeah, we could do that. Just like med pack default move, come here, start final fighting. Okay, in that case, yeah, probably just initiative. So I think I'll take Shiny Distraction over Resolute Stand, since I don't plan on moving very far. All right, let's just get Shiny Distraction back. Goes directly into our hand. But then I can't, so I have to, if I want a final fight, I'll have to rest here, which means I'm not using the med packs to pad my turns yet. And that's fine, I guess. Okay, so that puts me to half health, just 7. And then I heal myself for 3 more and give myself a bless. And also give myself strength. So maybe just getting back an attack is better than, and not trying to do final fight literally this turn. Maybe I can be a little bit more slow because I have so many med packs for extra turns. Yeah, I like that. All right, so in that case, let's just take Defiance of Death back. All right, makes more sense to me. So this is lost, and this goes back to the med pack supply. What was the other one that I? Oh yeah, I didn't actually end up giving a med pack. Okay, nice. Well, we're back to fighting fit. So the corpses go. So this is 2 movement, can't get anywhere. 1 movement, can't get anywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this is closer, so focus. 1, 1 doesn't move. All right, Bandit Commander takes 1 from wound, moves to here, attacks all adjacent for 3, so attacks the Kragart for 3, for 4. Okay. And that's the round. All right. So, yeah, I'm just going to use one of these as a default move. I would rather keep the strength than poison one. I don't care so much about 6 healing at this point to immobilize. So yeah, I'll just go like this. 31 initiative, why not? Okay, so what we really want is Saw to come here, basically. I mean, this is bad against the AoE, but we really don't want the bones to be able to advance. Well, I don't know. I think Craigart's probably playing like this. No, I can't relocate that there, unfortunately. I really wish I had an obstacle back here I could throw in the center of these three. Just one more round before next door. Yeah. Again, all those misses and the crits were just a bit much. We just haven't been able to deal enough damage. We're gonna have to try to kill 3 rooms of enemies, which is gonna be really hard. But we'll give it a try. It might be possible if we hadn't had to pitch cards on the Berserker, but all right. Yeah. So probably what I want to do here is Massive Boulder. The only annoyance here with Massive Boulder is the range. Because if I go here, I can't hit 2 targets, so I basically have to go here to hit these 2. But I definitely want Massive Boulder to, like, disadvantage is still worth it, right? For Massive Boulder to be the splash attack, because it's just got such good value. I guess I would have to maybe go here, depending, because of the Berserker. Oops, this goes here and here. Okay, so what are you up to? So, got some med packs. Not next to the Berserker. I kind of wish that I were. But I was. Could just like move somewhere and hit something with a Bloody Saw this turn. That actually seems fine. Just get a wound going on one of those corpses or whatever. Sure, let's just go with something like that. I think this is just a good opportunity to use Bloody Saw. We do need to deal damage to things. Let's see where it goes. Okay. So corpses are going before the Berserker. That doesn't really matter. Yeah, this should be overall fine. 1, 2, 3. So if I only go to there, yeah, so if I go to here, that's fine. All right. So I have to go there, but that means the Berserker's here. Bones. Oh no, the bones are doing the thing. Well, we just have to try to kill both of them then, right? Well, one of them's immobilized anyway. Huh. That's interesting. Otherwise, if I go here, this goes here and immobilizes me, but maybe that's just also fine. Bandit Commander is doing the AoE again, so we need to be conscious of that. But pretty much is going to get hit by it, because I don't think there's a world in which the Berserker can just not move forward and hit. And so in that case, the Krieger... So let's see, what does that look like? Krieger goes here, hits like the 2 of those, likely kills this. This goes here, immobilizes you. Bones go before, with 3 movement. No, the Berserker's there. Okay, yeah, I think this is fine. I mean, we're going to have to pitch a card in the Krieger probably to the Bandit Commander, but I think this is fine. All right, so Krieger's up first. So yeah, I'll use the bottom of Unstable Upheaval to move to here. Alternatively, if I go here, what was the issue with this? I guess there's not one, right? No, it's the same. This is just better, that I just don't get immobilized and muddled. Yes, sorry, yeah, that's what they're doing. They do move +1, immobilize, muddle range 1, and if they die, when they die this round, they do AoE poisoning, death explosions, which is a bit of a new change. Yeah, actually, here is just better, right? And then you go there. Yep, yeah, okay. Cool. So yeah, I will move here with the bottom of Unstable Upheaval, and then I'll use the top of Massive Boulder, using the last charge of backup ammo, creating Earth. So this does attack 3 here, and attack 3 here with disadvantage. So we'll do the bones first, +1. So that's an attack 4, so that's 3 damage, which means this will die. Does 1 splash damage here, 1 splash damage here, and then here with disadvantage. Be gentle. All right, that's acceptable. So it does 2 damage, 1 splash damage here. Okay. Yeah, we just haven't done enough damage to him quickly enough, unfortunately. Okay, discard. So then the corpse goes, like I said, 1, 2, 3. It's gotta be here, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. Yeah, okay. There. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. lower initiative, so your focus is there. 2. This has got to be here, right? No, it's the same thing as before. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Yeah, no. Focus is there. It seems a little silly. Why doesn't Corpse 1 move next to Craigie? Could it? Because it wasn't Corpse 1 here? The normals only have 2 movement here, not 3 movement. The elite has 1 additional movement than the normals. Sorry. Yeah, it can be difficult to see. And I didn't really go over it thoroughly. Okay, Berserker's up. So Berserker, I'm going to use the bottom of a medical pack as a default move 2, the old-fashioned way. It's back here. At the start of my turn, I take 1 damage from Blood Pact. I move to here, and I use the top of Defiance at Death, suffering 2 damage to add +2 to my attack. I have Syringe up as well still, so this is an attack 5, 6, 7. All right, here we go, with advantage. God, I really just need a crit or something from the Berserker at some point here. It's my fault for not taking the other crit modifier. The other crit modifier would have been so good in this scenario too, because I spent so long at 1 life. For those that don't know, the Berserker has an additional crit, a non-reshuffling crit, which is add 1, 2x, have your current hit point value card. Did you count Blood Pact damage? I did. It was an attack 5 plus 2. It was 1 from Blood Pact, 1 from Syringe, so 7. And I did the Blood Pact damage to myself as well. Okay, so 7. I don't think I started taking the damage on the boss. No. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Cool. It's one more. Yeah. What's great about it? I mean, first of all, yeah, obviously, having another crit. It's very splashy. It's extremely thematic for Berserker, and mechanically, it works out really well for the idea of the Berserker as well, right? Which is that the higher your hit point value is, the more punishing it is. The lower your hit point value is, the less punishing it is, all the way down to the point where if you're at 1 HP, it literally has no cost whatsoever. So it really reinforces exactly how a Berserker wants to play. And like I said, in this scenario, it would have been amazing for me because I spent so long at low HP that it essentially would have had no cost. Okay, this has 3 movement, so its focus is going to be moving around like this at this point. Okay, and then the Bandit Commander suffers 1 from wound, attacks here and here. Maybe a miss on the Kraggart. Ooh, wow, a -2 actually does it. Because it was an attack 3? Wow, that's very lucky. And then on Berserker, -1, nice, so 2 damage. Does Berserker still have a 2-turn combo to nuke bosses later on? So Berserker still has a level 1 combo, but it's not quite what it used to be before. I can show you, hold on. We did get regenerate tissue back, right? Yeah, okay. So we do still have Glass Hammer. The top is effectively the exact same as before, I think. I don't think it really changed. It's more or less exactly the same as it was before, which is the first part of the old combo, right? Which is setting yourself to 1 and doing damage equal to just difference in your health, or an attack equal to the difference in your health. So you still have that. I didn't bring it here because basically I felt that, I don't know, 14 wasn't enough to be on the front line, so I set myself to 1, and I didn't have the second part. So you don't have Resolute Stand anymore, which was the second part of the combo that Ethnic Smoke is referring to. So this was an attack where X is, it was another lost attack, where attack equal to the difference between your current and your maximum hit point value. So the actual sort of combo now, which isn't nearly as impressive as it was before, because obviously that combo was insane, is if you do Glass Hammer, and then you do From the Brink next turn, like turn 2, or the turn after, which you, since you're at 1, From the Brink guarantee gets you Glass Hammer back, and strengthens you for the next Glass Hammer, although it only sets you to half, so then you would need to use some sort of bottom healing to get a bit more. So you could use something like, I mean, this is only 1, but I mean, a med pack would be perfect. You could use a healing potion plus Dazing Wound. Like in this case, I could have used, basically Dazing Wound bottom, so that would have set me to 7. Dazing Wound bottom would have put me to 10. My minor healing potion would have put me to 13, and then my Amulet of Life to 14, and then Glass Hammer again, only this time with Strengthen. So for another attack, 13. So it's 1 turn longer on the combo and requires more tools, again, to get the full, big hit once again on the second part, but it is still there. So basically we nerfed it, but we kept it. All right. Yeah, Berserker definitely cares a lot about managing health. All right, so I'm just gonna do my boring old move, attack, wound. Yeah, I mean, I can't go over to hit those, can't hit anything down here, so, oh no, we have to grab a coin and hit and wound this Living Bones. So this is an attack 4 wound because we still have an active prescription. Okay. So an attack 5 wounds, that's 4 damage and wounds. As long as he doesn't heal himself next turn. Oh no, yeah, they healed last turn, yeah. So that's true to a reasonable degree. All right. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use my healing potion here. I don't know that I need to use my stamina potion, but I definitely want my healing potion to be a little bit safer here. I have 19 initiative with pretty reasonable stuff to do next turn. I mean, not really. What does my next turn look like? It's like moving and healing, warding the Berserker. Well, that'll be fine, I think. Okay. Yeah, and I did the 1 to his wound. Yeah, so at the end of his turn this round, the boss is going to open one more door, and I think that's pretty unavoidable at this point, unfortunately. Oh, no, we made fire the previous round, yeah. All right, definitely short rest here. Okay. So we have effectively, yeah, 4 cards left. All right, yeah, it's definitely time for a final fight. Wish I had a better initiative to do it at, but yeah. So this and this always here. The problem is if the boss does his kiting thing, which is so likely at this point, right? Well, apologies for the rookie question. There's no worries. I'm happy to answer rookie questions. Welcome. Is this being played via TTS? Yes, it is. This is the playtester mod that we use for playtesting on TTS. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be this. All right. The thing is, I could use Reckless Offensive for the initiative instead, but Reckless Offensive is a much better top than Defiance of Death. I mean, a reasonably better top. I guess it's not that much better, but also Defiance of Death bottom is a little bit better than just moving this turn, which I don't really want to do. And the other thing is that 21 versus 31 initiative is just insignificant against a boss. Bosses don't have any card that goes in between those two initiatives, so might as well just get the higher upside bottom here. And I just really have to hope that the boss doesn't do one of their special 2s. Which I can't beat an initiative on the Berserker here. Okay. So moving and healing the Berserker does feel a little bit more medium now that the Berserker is basically consigning themselves to death. But I'm still just going to go with these 2 cards here. Maybe I'll heal the Kragart. Okay, so we have Earth. We still don't have a rock to throw. Wow, throwing a rock here looks so good, though. Oh, so good. So I'd have to place a rock and then throw it. Oh, I don't even have the rock placer on the bottom. Okay, well, so I can't do that. What can I do? Have Earth. Move a small heal and just throw out a crater. Could also do Sentient here. Can actually hit 3 targets with it. So for that reason, I should probably go at 30 initiative. I think that's fine, actually. In case the Berserker has to move, it's so much better to go at 30 when the Berserker will be at 31. Yeah, all right. Our round is so much better if the boss does not go fast. Okay, that's big. That is big. That is very big. All right, we're back in it. We're back in it. So you're saying there's a chance. We shouldn't have strength then anymore, which hurts, but final fight it'll be okay. All right, so Sawbones is up first. So who's going to be getting hit here a bunch? So let's take a look. So that'll be hitting Berserker. I should probably heal the Berserker here. Even if the Berserker's consigning themselves to death, yeah. Kragart's also just going to be moving away. So yeah, okay. And the Bones is not healing itself and has only 2 movement, so the Bones will just die. All right, that's good. Sorry. All right, so I'm going to do the bottom of first aid as a move 4. Just going to go 1, 2, 3 to here. And then I'm going to heal the Berserker for 4 and give the Berserker ward using the top of regenerative tissue. All right. I may be forced to pitch a card here, but I haven't had to lose any cards yet on Saw, so that'll be okay. All right, then Kragart's up. So on Kragart, God, this is going to be the Sentient Growth Dream. I wonder if I even just use the Power Potion. No, it's really only 2 targets. I'll unstable people at some point. Okay, so I'm going to use the bottom of Clear the Way. So I know this door is going to get open this turn, so I don't want to go too close to it, but at the same time, I guess that's going there, so I guess I am going close to it. So I could go here, or I could go here. Probably here is... Oh no, the boss does AoE, right? Yes. So if I go here, it just hits an initial target. Sure. So I will go here then. Yeah, Saw is very likely not to pitch a card here, but that's okay. So I'll go here, and then I'll use the top of Sentient Growth. So this is attack 2, range 3, 3-hex targeter, and then I do a heal 2, target all allies in the targeter. So I could hit 3 targets, or I could heal Berserker for 2. I think I like healing Berserker for 2. Yeah, to make sure Berserker makes it to the end of Final Fight, basically. I mean, we're probably healing ourselves the following turn as well. That's a toughie. Because I do have to kill all the enemies. No, I think 2 health on the Berserker is worth it. All right. Plus, it's just the Sentient Growth Dream. All right, so we'll hit the boss, the Elite Corpse, and then heal 2 on the Berserker. So boss first. Okay. I mean, Muddle is actually pretty good here. -1 a little bit more annoying, but that's fine. So Muddle there. And then the Corpse, 2 damage, and then we heal the Berserker for 2. In that case, I really should have probably just healed Saw. I mean, it's probably fine. All right. Berserker's up. So, Berserker time. I'm going to activate Final Fight. So Final Fight previously, if anyone knows this card from first edition of Gloomhaven, was kind of famously a really bad card. Or a pretty bad card, I shouldn't say a really bad card. The bottom was something that got stronger over the course of the scenario, but was very weak early on, which was something, I mean, it was like a move that then attacked for however many lost cards you had, something like that. And then the top of it was literally something that just executed. It was a non-loss execute. Remember how strong those were? A non-loss execute that executed, so just outright killed a normal or elite enemy for a very, very low cost of exhausting. So we kept the theme of the old Final Fight of exhausting yourself, the Final Fight, except we made it a little bit more interactive. And in the end, this has been a very popular card with playtesters because what's really fun about the game here is trying to figure out the right time to use this, to try to maximize the number of charges, right? Accurately predicting, when you have 4 turns left in the scenario. And I think I'm pretty close here, honestly. So anyway, at the end of this and your next 3 turns, perform attack 5 advantage. When this card is moved from your active area to your lost pile, you become exhausted. All right, so we're going to activate that. So then we're going to get a Final Fight attack. So this is 5 plus 1 from Syringe, which goes back to you. And +1 from Blood Pact. Also, I don't believe I took my 1 damage from Blood Pact. Oh, that was the other reason that warding myself sucked. I filled with regret. I really should have probably healed Saw. Yeah, I should have healed Saw. That was such a big mistake. The ward would have been such a big difference here. Honestly, nothing else I've really flipped has mattered at that point. I just wasn't paying attention. Honestly, to give myself a much better chance at beating the scenario, I think I am going to do this. I think it's not unreasonable. Like, I don't think this is too cheesy to do this. Because, yeah, this is just such a big difference. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Because Saw is actually going to need to survive for quite some time, so just unnecessarily pitching a card. Like the heal on Berserker, which is pretty pointless there. And it was so much better on Saw. I couldn't do it on Kragar, right? I guess I could have, but I think I'll do it on Saw, because I'm going to get hit by a Bandit Commander here. Okay. So, and, well, we'll do that first. So this is an attack 5, 6, 7. So on the Bandit Commander, we do an attack 7 with advantage. Really need one of those crits. Crit here would have been so good, but anyway. So 8 damage. Unfortunately, he is still going to get to open the door. We didn't quite kill him fast enough. And then I'm going to activate the bottom of Defiance of Death, which is on the next source of damage that you suffer that would reduce your current hit point value to less than 1, negate the damage. So basically the next time we would die, we don't die. Alright, and that goes 1 forward, and this goes right here. Nothing else to use. Okay, so then the bones goes 1, 2 to here. That. Probably should have healed Kragar because there are going to be bones in here, and then the Kragar's going to have to pitch card. But anyway. Alright. Corpse goes. So the Elite Corpse is going to attack Berserker for 6 and poison. 7. So fortunately, we have Defiance of Death up. So we just negate the damage. But we do get poisoned. Which is a little bit annoying here, actually. Alright, and then these corpses don't have enough movement to get anywhere. They also make Earth. I guess we had already made Earth anyway. And then the Bandit Commander goes. So the Bandit Commander takes 1 from Wound, steps to here, attacks the Berserker, and Saw with disadvantage because of the Muddle. So Berserker first. Okay. The +2 scared me. I was afraid of the +2 crit again, which would have just been scenario ending. So this is an attack at -1, so 3, +1 for the poison, so 4. Putting Berserker to 2. And then on Saw, -1, so that's 2. Not a very effective ward either way. Whoops, I accidentally clicked that. So then the Bandit Commander goes here, opens the door, and yeah, surely enough, oh, this is going to be punishing. Should have healed the Cragheart. All right. So we had, I've got to just do their things. I accidentally clicked it away. But so we have the bones. This one has 3 movement. Goes 1, 2, 3 to here. And then this has 2 movement, but then can't get anywhere. So this will hit for 4 here and here. Yeah, I mean, I guess healing myself was also okay in the end. All right. So first on the Cragheart, a miss. No, that's still a card. Yeah, I think at this point, Earthen Bulwark isn't really what I'm looking for. I don't think I can win this, unfortunately. Too many bad swings, but all right. And then on Saw, well, there's the miss. If it had been the other way around, that would have been so much better. Okay. I guess I need to fix the picture-in-picture a bit here. I guess I should keep showing that chest as well. All right. I haven't exhausted yet, but I'm definitely on track to lose here. Okay, so yeah. So we basically do have to play med packs here this turn. We need to play these cards for our turn. We need to short rest. Okay, it's fine. I'm only at 1 life. I can't reroll anyway, and also, you know, it's not, let's say, bluff evil. So, and then here, I don't think I can. Really getting closed in on. So you're going to 1 on your turn, just going somewhere and hitting something. No, you're just like going here and going all out, but how? I would have to have healed you before you go, because I can't suffer damage at a target here because I'll be at 1. Wish I had Curative Mixture in the end, not the first time. Doesn't really work. I mean, it could. It's pretty desperate, but maybe that's fine. So I'd have to. God, is that just going too much out of my way just to add a target here? Probably. Also, I kind of just need to go hit the boss. So what could Cragheart do here is the question. So Cragheart basically has to go at 13 initiative, so I have to play this card, but I can play it for movement. Sentient Growth is semi-effective here. Hit, still have to pitch cards. Ugh. It's pretty mid. All right, I got a short rest on. Oh god, all my good initiatives. All right. So I've got a lot of cards left still. I mean, 2 of them are med packs. Immobilize here is actually decent. Yeah, honestly, this is probably just a good enough turn like this. All right. So, but the thing is, so Berserker needs to end their turn adjacent to an enemy, which does make the immobilize less impressive here. I mean, I guess I just do it as a big attack. We just try to kill the boss this turn, although unfortunately, killing the boss just doesn't have the same oomph it had 1 round earlier. Problem is I just have no way of healing off the poison, keeping the Berserker safe here. But then if the Berserker has to pitch 2 cards from discard, then we're done final fighting, is the problem. Let's say Bluff Heal's so hard to use here, though. Just doesn't do much. This is so hard. I guess actually there is a way, right? Yeah, if Berserker is here, and if I go before the Bones attack, so I just have to hope they don't flip a 20 here? Okay. I guess this is a working line, right? So Cragart will just, I don't know, hit the boss and run away. Just step backwards. And then Berserker will do a default move 2 to here, and basically hit the boss twice. Oh, and then kill the boss. And then I'll go here, disarm the elite skeleton, tank the normal skeleton. Also, this was supposed to have moved last turn. That's less good. Let's put it there. Better have things next to each other. Yeah, move into the door, tank, and throw out a med pack. Yeah, all right. I mean, I think that's kind of where we're at. We just have to hope they don't go at 20. Okay. 25 even. All right. So, Mobilize here wasn't going to do anything. Let's go ahead and hit the Banner Commander. Ooh, Banner Commander's doing a scary turn too, the multi-target range attack. Basically attack 6. All right. So we'll start with Crushing Grasp. So this is going to be an attack 4 on the boss. 5. And then I have a move 3. I don't know how far I need to go back here. I have pretty long range next turn. Do I have a non-move bottom? No, not really. So I'm probably moving anyway, in which case, yeah, I think I can probably step back. Maybe push you here is fine. This way. Okay, seems fine. So then Berserker's up. So Berserker takes 1 from Blood Pact, going down to 1. And then, yeah, I mean, I just have to hit the boss twice here. It's going to be a little bit overkill. Well, hopefully I don't miss. So I step to here, using the bottom of the medical pack as a default move too. And then I use the top of Relentless Offensive just as an attack 4, plus 1 from Blood Pack, so attack 5, please. Okay, 6. Puts the boss down to 4. And then at the end of my turn, I get another Final Fight attack, targeting the boss. Yep. Okay. The boss is dead. Can we clean up this number of enemies? I think not. I think it's going to be a little bit too much damage to deal. Unfortunately, I think the Krieger just doesn't have enough turns. If the Krieger had to pitch maybe like 1 less card, could have got there, but we'll see. We'll keep fighting. Okay. Then Sawbones is up. Yeah, I had to play this for initiative. Good thing that I did. So I will disarm the bones while doing a default move 2 here. Oops, just to basically tank for the Berserker, which is going to lead to me losing a card most likely. Maybe not. Get a chance. Right, sorry, so I disarm this and I give the Berserker a med pack. Okay. Okay. All right, so then the bones go. So this one loses its disarm. This one attacks Sawbones for 1. So 0. Okay. Bandit Commander's dead. And it's corpse in time. Oh no, there's still this elite corpse which will hit. Oh, okay. So that actually doesn't work. My plan here. So I guess I just had to move the Kragart to tank that hit then, huh? So hold on, where was everyone? I just wasn't paying attention to that. So what, it was like this, and you were, no, I mean, you were here, you were here, you were here, right? So the Kragart would have just had to go to here, and then, yeah, I have to have that go there. Okay, that's fine. The Kragart will have to fetch another card. Yeah, we won't be winning this. But the Berserker, like, if the Berserker gets hit here, we never get another turn, and we've got 2 turns of Final Fight left that I really care about trying to make sure we can have, so. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's worth pitching a card for that. I mean, it's debatable. I'm basically like, no, it is worth it. It's worth it. It's fine. Okay, so corpse in time. Yeah, the corpse is added up. So the elite corpse here goes to here, here goes to here, and then this goes like this, this goes like this goes like this. Gonna have them go this way, I guess. No, I'd actually rather them split up a little bit, I think. Well, no, yeah, this is already... No, because I want to upheaval soon, actually. I mean, I still can never win this, but yeah, let's go like that. All right, so we've got this one attacking Krieger. Unfortunately, they've already flipped the miss, so we know that we're pitching a card here. I've actually got to keep this because 78 initiative is too bad in the spot I'm in. 61 beats the very common 66 from corpses, as you can see here. Okay. And then this corpse attacks Saw, -1, so 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Safeguard blocks the poison. Okay. Oh, this should have died as well. Oof. So close. Alright, we're going to short rest on Berserker. We cannot reroll because we're 1 life. Please let me keep the 21 initiative. Okay. Although, well, no, yeah, this is fine. Alright, we're going to play these 2 cards. So I guess we won't ever get another turn unless we were to literally get 2 med packs here, which is just not possible. So this is actually our last turn of Final Fight. So I misestimated by 1. We're going to play these 2 cards. I know that this is high risk at this point because I can just get destroyed by these corpses, but I can't play around anything at this point. I'm so in it. So I guess, hold on. I wasn't really paying attention to the number of cards that you had left. So I actually have a way, yeah, I'll use my stamina potion here. I know this is retroactively, but we actually considered a way of allowing stamina potions to be used at the end of a round like this. But yeah, it doesn't really work out. I mean, is that worth it? The problem is this initiative, I'm gonna get destroyed, right? So I have to basically just hope to get really lucky. I mean, maybe that's just what I have to do at this point. I just have to play to my outs, right? Oh no, they've already even flipped this and this. So at this point, basically what the bones could flip where I wouldn't lose by going for this line is essentially the 81 or the 12, which is a 2 out of 5. So I guess the question is basically, if I don't get an additional turn from the Berserker, which is effectively like, what, an attack 6 with advantage and an attack 3, so 9 to 10 damage, can I ever kill all these enemies? I think not. So whatever, let's play to get lucky. I think that is actually the most reasonable line here. And yeah, the only way I can give the Berserker an additional turn at this point is by giving 2 medical packs this very turn, which means I literally have to play these exact 2 cards. All right, just have to get lucky. Nope. No dice. I mean, maybe the Berserker can kill Bones enough? I mean, maybe. All right. So, yeah. Beginning of my turn, I take 1 damage, except I'm at 1 HP, so I actually don't. So, I need to stay where I am. So I'll use Relentless Offensive on this. So this is an attack 5 because of Blood Pact. So 4. So 3 damage. All right. So this has to flip a +1 now. So then I could heal myself, but I'm poisoned, so it wouldn't actually heal me at all. It would just remove the poison and immobilize me, and I think I would rather have poison than immobilize right now. So yeah, I will just chill where I am, and then do yeah, so I'll just do nothing, just discard this. I could move, but I need to kind of stay where I am for that reason as well. Again, I know this will hit me now if it doesn't die, but again, I can't play around getting unlucky. I have to get this kill. Okay, so then at the end of my turn, Final Fight goes off. This is an attack 6 with advantage. A little late on the crit, but whatever. At least it kills. Oh, the corpses did go at 66 too, so at least they're not. I mean, although this one's still such a problem. Wish I had immobilize. All right, so the bones go. So the normal bones will attack the sawbones. Bones on bones, so 2 damage. So the safeguard preventing poison actually did stop us from pitching a card here, so that's nice. All right, everyone's at 1 health. It's a true Berserker party. Okay, so the bones is done. So the Cragheart's up. God, I wish I had immobilized this turn. Wait, did I make Earth last turn? I did. So I actually do have a push. Okay, all right, that does the thing. So in that case, yeah, all right. So you're saying there's a chance. Oh, but then I don't get to use the giant massive boulder, which would just do so much damage here. But, I mean, at the end of the day, doing so much damage but having to pitch another card is not really worth it, and I don't have a way around that at this point. Yep. Okay. Wow, I'm going to have 2 turns left on the Cragheart after this? Yeah, never enough. So yeah, basically no, but I mean I can Massive Boulder afterwards. All right, sure. So I will step back with Massive Boulder. I guess I'll just step to here to grab this coin because I need to be able to push this. I think this is a fine spot to be in. So I'll step to here with the Cragheart using the bottom of Massive Boulder. I'll use the top of Crater, Consuming Earth, to do an attack 3, push 2, attack 3, range 3, push 2, targeting the elite corpse here. Okay. pushing it to you to prevent getting hit. Okay, Sawbones is up. So, Sawbones, I am going to stay exactly where I am. I'm going to do a disarm range 1, and I'm going to give out 2 medical packs, both of these, to the Berserker. So I'll disarm the Elite Corpse and give the Berserker 2 medical packs. Alright. Which means I get 1 last turn on the Berserker, going at 50 initiative, doing default move, default attack. Yeah, because I have no way of getting this back, unfortunately. Okay, so the corpses go. So this one loses its disarm. This one moves 2, moves 1, does not advance, moves, and moves. I mean, they're really clumping up. If only I had Dirt Tornado right now. But I mean, whatever. Back event was insane. I'm definitely happy with my choice of that. It definitely did the door thing. The biggest problem is Saw is going to have plenty of turns left, but Saw just can't, deal with a giant horde of corpses. I cannot lose and save all people here. Okay. So I can't play. Okay, yeah. So I don't want to play Unsavable All People this round because if I do, then I don't get another turn. I could if I get a medical pack, but I can't get a medical pack. So I don't want to play Unsavable All People this round. I want to play it next round, which will be my last round. So instead, I'll just do Crush and Grass Massive Boulder, which is still going to be a pretty good turn. Okay, like I said, your turn is extremely straightforward. And you... Just hand out a bunch of wards, heal myself in ward as well. I kind of need to get out of the spot so the Berserker can go there. Berserker getting hit is actually also fine, right? Because Berserker won't have another turn, but I guess the problem is the bones going before. That is the problem. That is the problem, huh? Also, Berserker would kind of go this way normally, but it doesn't have to. Yeah, alright, so what are bones likely to do at this point? I mean... so we have the 20, which is a self-heal and attack. We have the 12, which is self-heal and not attack. The 81, which is attack and not move. And then we have, I think, another 45. So, what? If I play the 42, I lose to the 20? For a number of turns now, I've been saying that I have to not try to play around. I mean, I have to play around getting lucky, so I can consider that. Do this. How valuable is this here? It actually is pretty valuable because it would allow me to strengthen the Cragheart. Yeah. But I just don't understand how I'm not... I mean, I can't plug both the gaps is sort of the problem. But sure. Alright, let's do it. Strengthening the Cragheart for Unsaved All People seems high enough value, and I don't really want to play that next turn. So, yeah, let's just do this. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna take a 75% here. Couldn't keep getting away with it, huh? I mean, whatever, they can still flip a miss. You never know. Oh, God, corpses are doing a weird thing. I mean, it's kind of okay, I guess. All right, honestly, if the bones misses here, we're still in a really good spot. I mean, not really, but All right, here we go. Does not miss. All right, we got to pitch a card. Yeah, see a syringe. Yeah, we just won't have enough turns to kill them. Well, and Saw is just not good at killing 6 living corpses. Okay, so we get Muddle and Immobilize. You come here. Oops. Muddle and Immobilize. You go here. Muddle and Immobilize. You go here. You go here. You go here. Well, we're going to get a really nice splash. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to drop the rock anymore, but that's fine. Okay. Sure. So I will go ahead and just use the top of Massive Boulder to do an attack 3 range 2. I will attack the normal living corpse in the center. with disadvantage. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4. I lose this and this. I do 1 splash damage to each of them. We're going to see how close we could get. That's basically it at this point. All right, so I'm immobilized on Saw. The goal was basically just to heal someone to keep them alive. There's no need to do that for more or less anyone except myself at this point. So sure. So I will use the bottom of Booster Shot to do move to strengthen target 1 ally range 1, strengthening the Cragart for the upcoming turn. And then I will do the top of Regenerative Tissue targeting myself to protect myself against what the Cragart's about to do to me next turn. So healing myself for 4 and warding myself. Okay, then Berserker goes. So Berserker, I mean, this is my last turn no matter what. I will exhaust at the end of this round. I can't even long rest a tank because I have 1 card in my discard. I've been kept alive by the magic of Sawbones. So I guess I can bless myself before attacking. Why not? Makes sense. Well... Oh my god, this is hilarious. This is so funny. Oh my god. No way. I mean, if I get a crit, I'll just choose not to take it. Advantage, I get choice. Basically, killing this corpse is actually really bad because of the 21 initiative thing. So I'll show everyone who hasn't seen it. Hold on, here we are. So if this corpse dies, all figures adjacent to exit occupied suffer 1 damage and gain poison. And corpses are immune to poison, so it's not even very good. But the problem is, so yes, if I were to kill this corpse this round, it would explode and basically kill the Cragart. Cragart would not get another turn, which would be a disaster. So I really don't want to kill it. Unfortunately, I can't, like, I would like to just come hit here, but I can't actually do that. I have my jump boots, but I've only moved 2 with the default move. Yes, medical packs are dealt randomly now. And every medical pack has the same top, and they're 6 total, and they each have a different bottom. Slightly different, but all very similar. So I guess I actually don't want to bless, because I do not want to kill this turn. So, sure. So it's interesting then. Do I even want to hit it with an attack 3? Basically, this is so funny. I mean, I guess the other option is I could have just had Saw heal Cragart instead of healing self, which protects me against the corpse explosion, which is nice for that reason. But the health on me actually matters quite a bit because I have to kind of keep holding this door. I mean, I can run next turn before the 13, just using like this as a default move too, but then I'm likely to just keep getting hit. So yeah, the health on me matters a lot. Do I just try to get lucky here? I guess, yeah, at the end of the day, this should die to, let's say, a lot of people, so I should just ultimately not default attack it here. I wish I could actually hit something, though. This really sucks. Anyway, okay. Sure. So I guess, yeah, I'll just move here. End my turn there. I could have used one of these as default attack, but I won't. So I will just, I mean, I guess I could dismiss Blood Pact otherwise to do a 2 and then a 5 with advantage. Yeah, that's actually better. That is better. Okay. So I actually will dismiss Blood Pact. And then I will use one of these as default attack. I will not bless myself because I don't want that. So I'll just move and then default attack with one of these, attacking the corpse. Okay, heal myself for 1. Poison gone. 2 damage done. The reason this is better is because putting this at exactly 3 life helps a lot for what Kragar's about to do. Okay, and then at the end of my turn, I get the final charge of Final Fight. Again, I mean, I didn't cheat, but like, well, we use performance enhancing drugs to get to the 4th turn of Final Fight. Otherwise, I kind of misevaluated it. I was right on 3. It required a fair amount of work to actually get the 4th turn. I had to do a pretty bad turn for Sawbones previously to get the 2 med packs. But all right, final fight. Well, even if I draw the crit, again, advantage is player choice. So as long as I don't draw, well, yeah, basically, no, I'm fine no matter what here. Okay. So 5 damage, putting this down to 3, technically heal another 1. This doesn't matter because I exhaust at the end of the round. The full Final Fight experience. I mean, I guess technically I don't exhaust at the end of the round. I actually exhaust at the end of my turn because Final Fight goes away. And that makes me exhaust. All right. Well, we did a lot of damage. I mean, again, I think if we just not had one of those 2 misses on the Berserker, or sorry, one of those 3 misses on the Berserker, I think we would have won. All right, Berserker's out. And then there were 2, and one of them is only going to be here for 1 more turn as well. Not the best. All right. I mean, here I can't reroll on the short rest no matter what. So whatever it is, it is. All right. Two cards. Okay. So, I mean, if I move before before you go, then I just don't get hit by this, which seems fine. And which one of these would I rather have afterwards? Probably Ward is going to be better in the long run than Safeguard. No, Safeguard blocks poison, but they just kind of all poison, and the Ward having these big attacks is a bit nicer. Okay, so Sawbones is up. There's no reason to even consider doing this. I will just do a default attack before moving. Or I could heal myself. So Bones is not moving. Of course, if I'd done this the previous turn, I wouldn't have had to pitch a card. I mean, unfortunately, my personal health does matter quite a bit. So in order to be able to hit the enemies. So I think a default attack isn't that valuable. Yeah. So I will actually just heal myself. So I will use Precaution as a default move too. I'll go 1, 2 to here. Because I'd like to try to long rest at some point. Which, yeah, I don't really know. Maybe it can happen. And then I'll use the top of the medical pack to heal myself for 4. Getting high on my own supply. Alright, that goes there. And I'm done. Craggart's up. Alright, we got to get some amazing flips here. So we will go ahead and pop our Power Potion. We will use the top of Unstable Upheaval, consuming... No, we made Earth last turn. Yeah, we used Massive Boulder. We did make Earth last turn. I just forgot to click it. I was so scared for a second there, but no. Okay, we did. Whew. So, consuming Earth to do an attack 3, +1 for the Power Potion. So attack 4, target all enemies up to 2x's away. I can never hit more enemies than where I am right now. So here we go. All right. We'll start on this corpse, and then we'll just kind of go around in clockwise order. Let's flip them. Okay, didn't really need to see a +1 here, but anyway, he's dead. Okay, so that's 5 damage down to 2. 4 damage down to 6. 4 damage down to 3. Hey, Paula Deming, thank you so much. It was fun to play with you the other day. Look forward to seeing that VOD, and I hope you had a nice session today. We're just about to lose here, but we're going out in a blaze of glory, trying to kill as many enemies as possible. We got really close. I hope you had a nice game today. What were you playing? All right. Here we go on the bones. Okay. It sucks to flip the +2 again, but crit here is really good. Very happy to have eliminated the bones. Thank you everyone for the raid. Hey, Foreteller as well. Welcome. All right, and 5 damage here. Well, I mean, you know, unstable people did unstable people things. Yeah, Crag doing the Crag thing, exactly. Okay, then I can do a move 4 to somewhere. So, is there anywhere that would be useful? So this is lost. So I exhaust the end of the round as well. So I can basically prevent one of these corpses from moving is all. I don't know which one that really should be, but I guess I'll have it be this one, because yeah, this one kind of blocks the other ones a bit, which can be good. So sure, I'll go to this coin here. All right, no bones, so corpses go. So this one moves to here. These don't move because they've moved -1. This attacks the Craggart. Sure, but Craggart exhausts either way. All right, and then there was one. I didn't really build my Sawbones to be good on his own. This is definitely too much for me to chew through. Okay. So I'm at 9 and I have Ward, so I can even have this go here. Yeah, I definitely can take a long rest here. All right. All right. Okay. Ooh, wow, that is a good flip. We didn't see this at all when we really needed it. Okay, you know, we didn't make an Earth that turn, so that's good. So they're doing +2 move, and if the move ability is performed, they suffer 1 damage. I mean, well, it's kind of good. We're about to get surrounded, but yeah. Oh yeah, we're going to get so surrounded. We can't open this door. It's locked as well. Well, we have no choice but to punch our way out. Should have done Angry Saw. Well, Support Saw theoretically worked very well for enabling Berserker, but yeah. In the end, I wish I could just like, swap out the remaining half of my card and go full Angry Saw right now. I would be tearing these enemies up too, because they're high health pools, all damaged. Can you imagine just getting in here with a Vital Strikes vaccine? Oh. That being said, obviously Bloody Sawing this scenario was very good for me. All right, anyway. So these will all take 1 damage. Turns out Berserker had a foam sword. It's true. That is a good point. I guess I put all my eggs in that basket, and the Berserker just managed to miss a bunch. Yeah. So like this, like this. 1, 2, 3, like this. Oh no, these don't move then. So yeah. Yeah. So they don't take a damage, but that's fine. Separates the enemies a bit. God, what I wouldn't give for a vaccine right now. All right, heal for 2. Refresh all of my spent items, finally. And choose a card to lose. Okay, so what is not very impressive here? Certainly booster shot has to be the worst. I mean, yeah, the problem is, so I basically at this point have, for turns, I get attack 4, attack 3, and then turn healing myself, / default attacking. It's kind of where we're at. All right, booster shot, there you go. So this turn, we can lead with a default attack 2. The biggest problem is if I didn't improve my attack modifier deck at all, and I think I've already flipped pretty well too. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I kind of do. So I guess I should do an attack 3 this turn to be safe. I think going for an attack 2 here is too greedy. All right. And then let's just move a bunch. Problem is it's not a reshuffle, so we've got a while until we can see that happen. But anyway. Yeah, well, now they reshuffle, so that's good. All right, so we'll start with the top of Bloody Saw as an attack 3 on this Elite Corpse here. Oh, so glad I played an attack 3 rather than an attack 2. If I'd played attack 2 and failed to kill this, I would have been boxed in. It would have ended very poorly for me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. I mean, you know. Okay, and then the corpses go. So this one goes 1, 2. This one can't move. This one goes like this, and this one goes like this. Okay. I guess using that giant move, the biggest problem, well, no, but I needed it to great distance, is that like now I can't approach them late because I don't have really a late initiative anymore. That's fine. So I'll still just do, I think. So basically, I want to use this the following turn, yeah. So I guess I just do these 2 cards here. Okay. Here we go. I really want to see another one of the 90s. No, that's not it. That is very much not it. That's actually much more annoying. Okay, this goes to here, just because the muddle, basically. I mean, just got to get lucky, right? 1, 2. No, I guess your focus now is up here, down here. 6. 1, 2, 6. Yeah. Go here. Oops. Grab the wrong thing. This goes here, and this goes here. Okay. Do we have an interesting condition? Oh, no, it's the ward one. I wish it was the safeguard one now. All right, well, we'll do the top of Hand of the Surgeon, which is an attack 4. I mean, I can't hope to kill here. But I guess with an attack 2 next turn, I can maybe kill it if I get lucky here and there. So, yeah, we'll do an attack 4 on the normal down here. Well, at least we got rid of the curse. But unfortunately, drawing a null on our 1 attack 4 is, yeah, not going to be great. We're going to be so close in the end, though. Okay, that's interesting. I wish I could make this one take a damage here. Like I would get hit a bit here to make them take damage, but at the end of the day, it's not really worth it for any of these. All right, well, regardless, we'll start by doing I guess the top of precaution. Oh god, I should have used the poison dagger last turn. Well, anyway. Oh no, I can't. They're all immune to poison. Yep, never mind. Poison dagger is never going to do anything. Okay, sure. So I will just. So I should probably let one of them hit me. Huh. I wish I could get hit by one that was a little bit more efficient, but anyway. Sure. I'll hit this one here with a default attack 2. Okay. 3 damage. And then I'll use the other half, or the other card, to just move here so that I can get hit. Well, I guess we're not getting to that chest. Okay. And I'm done. So then the corpses go. So it's an attack +2, so it's an attack 6, but I have ward, so this one will hit me. Attacks me for 6. I will go ahead and use my studded leather on this. Okay. And I will also use, actually I think the heater shield's not going to change anything. So this is an attack 6, I have 1 shield. Yeah, because of ward, heater shield won't actually add any mitigation. So it's 5 because studded leather, so 2 after ward. I get poisoned and pushed to here, and this suffers a damage. All right. Get a long rest. No, that's not the one. We still need to see the one where they damage themselves. All right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, player choice. I want them all to be able to move, basically. So, well, no, I guess they will still run around. Okay, sure. So 1, 2. This moves up. This cannot get any closer. This moves up. Okay. Oops, I put my cards in the wrong spot or something. Or I guess I clicked long rest on the wrong person. But anyway, I will use the Amulet of Life at the beginning of my long rest to remove the poison. So then I actually get the heal 2 from the long rest, putting me back to full. Okay. Yeah, I don't get it. Oh, wow. It's painful to be this close, yet this far. We'll get rid of this at this point. Need the 2 biggest attacks. Want the bigger move, and I mean, this is kind of a better heal in case I need to heal. Although I guess I just can't count on healing, so maybe the initiative is more valuable. Although I don't know, 52 is about the same against them. Okay. So how do I want to play this? I'm never planning on hitting this one because I just need it to kill itself. I don't know what I can really do here. Like what is the best way to deal damage? I think I'll just play these 2 cards and we'll see how it goes. I guess like this is even fine. Nope, that's not a good thing to see. All right, so this goes here. None of the rest of them move. This attacks us for 6. I will go ahead and use my studded leather on this. Give it disadvantage. Okay, so I get poisoned. I will also use my heater shield. So 6 gets turned into 4. And then on my turn, I'll go ahead and use the Amulet of Life to quickly remove the poison, just because it's not like it's getting any better. And then I will use the top of Hand of the Surgeon. I basically need to get a crit here. No, 5. And then I will move like this, using the move 5 from Battlefield Medicine. All right, play these 2 cards. Here we go. They never damaged themselves. They went through 5 cards here and didn't flip it. It really sucks. All right. Anyway, I'll use the top of Bloody Saws and attack 3 on the one with 3 health. Oh, come on. Well, I mean, I guess we're more all in on them flipping that card. Unfortunately, I put myself in a spot that, where I'm going to get hit no matter what here. I have the Boots of Striding, but those don't really do anything. It did make sense to want to hit this. If I'd killed it, it would have been a lot better. Yeah, if I killed it, then I could have used my boots and gone here and been fine, right? Oh no, I guess I would have gone here and wouldn't have been fine, but unlucky to the very end, huh? So I have just, this is a, I guess, yeah, in that case, I will just use the bottom of precaution to ward myself since I'm going to get hit no matter what. Might as well have ward. Okay, so the elite goes 1, 2. This one doesn't. This one goes here. I've got to imagine this is faster than going all the way around there. Well, who knows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, this goes there. All right, so we get an attack 4 on us. -1, 3. So afterward, we take 1 damage. And fortunately, cannot long rest here, although long resting doesn't add a ton. Okay, I mean, again, I've got to play to my outs at this point. Oh, we short rest. Can't lose the attack 4. All right, that's fine. So I actually, as crazy as this is, I have an out, right? I have an out. Discard short rest. That. Yes. I mean, all right. It is about as unlikely an out as possible, but you know what? We've come this far, so I'll explain it because I've got to will it into existence essentially. So, this round or the next, they have to flip the card where they move and damage themselves. It's not impossible, just like yes, exactly. So basically, we go here. We just have to hit this for basically a +0. We pretty much have to hit it for a +0 because yeah. Then they have to flip the card that damages them when they move, which will kill these two. This one I will have killed, and then I have to crit this with my attack 4. Easy. Nope. I mean, it can still be next turn, although actually, this basically cuts it off entirely, but we'll get to that in a second. All right, so I can use my boots now to avoid a hit. So I will go ahead and use my weathered boots. So I use the bottom of Bloody Saws and move 3. I did this for initiative just because I didn't want to get punished by the 32 if I went with the other cards. So I go 1, 2, 3 to here. I'll explain in a second. So then we hand the Surgeon this one. This has to be a +0 or better. I mean, this is, well, that's what it is. We didn't take the negatives out of our deck. All right, well, I mean, yeah, I guess as long as this flips a +0 or lower, it doesn't really change anything. Okay. So the Living Corpse hits. All right. So we go down to 2, and we're poisoned. This goes here, this goes here, or this goes here. Yeah, I think it's a loss no matter what. Okay, well, so there's a couple problems here. One is that they made Earth. So the fact that they made Earth, I don't want to show the card because I don't want to mess with the deck. But basically, the card where they move and damage themselves, if they have Earth, they actually attack. So if they flip this round, I would just die. But I have no way actually to even go hit this one. So I guess I have to long rest here no matter what. I don't have a choice, but there's not really a card they can flip here. I guess at this point they would have to flip the 21. There's really no way at this point to. No, there's no way. I mean, anyway, I will long rest, but I think I think them flipping this and not killing this ended the outs. The problem is because I ended up next to this, it's never gonna move and kill itself. I basically, yeah, I guess I do technically still have an out, which is they flip the 32, which is the one where if they attack, they suffer damage, and then they miss, which actually is a 1 out of 11. So anyway, long rest. I don't have a choice, is what it is. That is not it. I mean, technically, maybe there's still some version of this missing, but I don't think so. I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll miss? No. Nope. Let's just see if we would have gotten the self-damage. Oh my god, we would have. So basically, all right, let's see if our next card was a crit. Just out of curiosity, right? So let's just imagine a world where this is a +0. I mean, I guess this was kind of gonna come still hit me anyway, but yeah, let's just see. Would we have had a crit? No. Nope, not even close. Not even close. All right, well, it was a valiant effort. We tried. I mean, ultimately, again, I left a bunch on 1 health, but I more or less could have killed at least 2 of these if I wanted to. So we would have had like 2 enemies left. No, I mean, I guess no, yeah, because they killed me this turn. I mean, that's about as close as it gets. Almost. I mean, yeah, we still have to get a little bit lucky, but I'm gonna go refill my water. If anyone has any questions that they would like to ask, now is the time. It can be about this scenario, about Gloomhaven 2nd Edition in general, about the classes that I played. You name it. You have questions? Fire away. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water. Oh man, that was close. Like I said, So it being this close in the end does show me that if I had had one less miss, if if I hadn't missed on 3 out of 4 turns consecutively with the Berserker, I would have won the scenario. Whew. Anyway, be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hey, Calder Droth, it's been a while. Good to see you. I'm going to be doing any more of these solo streams for second edition. Honestly, I don't know. It kind of just depends what Cephalofair lets me do. So I have 2 more streams planned, or 2 more streaming days planned, which is this Thursday and the following Tuesday. Um, so this Thursday is, yeah, I mean, basically at the same time that I streamed today. So starting at 5 p.m. my time, which is 5 p.m. Central European time, which is 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. So on Thursday this week and Tuesday next week, I will be streaming at those times again. I do not know if I will be solo or not. Basically, it just depends. Um, the other people tell me. Sorry, 1 second. Just a phone. Sorry, just had to give my wife the phone. So anyway, yeah, it just depends if Dennis or Isaac join me or not. So I can't really say at this time whether I'll be solo or not. But I will definitely be streaming those 2 days, and then after that, I'll try to do a few more streams by myself, maybe on my own channel, to stream a little second edition down the line. But we'll see how that goes. Just kind of depends on my schedule. Right now, we're mostly focused on like doing this stuff. So, Fortune Games. Oh, how do you decide the color for each character, like for their card backs and stuff like that? It's a very good question, honestly, but not one that I can answer because I don't decide that sort of thing. That's basically done way before I touch the stuff. So, um, Josh does that. Hold on 1 second. I just got to help my wife with one thing. Oh, there should be another 50 in there. Sorry. Just helping my wife with something. Yeah, so I don't make that decision. That is ultimately made by the graphic design before I touch the stuff. So not by me. I mean, I made like the triangles card back myself, just to try to make something cool looking, but that was also just a temporary thing. I doubt that'll be what the final version is. Is this the first loss of all the streams for this? I haven't watched all of them, and obviously the 2 I was on we crushed. Uh, Yes. I mean, technically there will be well, no, I don't want to spoil anything. There's one that comes down to the wire, but yeah. As far as I know, this is the first loss, and it was me playing solo, so pretty impressive. Showing off, we made this scenario easier now, and then I admittedly was pretty unlucky. How does additional Berserker crit work while disadvantaged and pulled against a standard crit? So yeah, this it's the same as the Geminate thing, in the sense that it actually is a little bit wonky and a little bit unfortunate, but it never made sense to make an additional rule for just this specifically. And if you want to house rule it differently, you're welcome to. But basically, uh, it is considered an added positive effect, I believe. I mean, Dwarf does the FAQ, so he could actually probably answer this better than I can. But I believe all added effects are essentially considered uncountable positive, which means that, yeah, that actually is considered better than normal crit. So the disadvantage actually just draws the normal crit rather than that one. Even though that's unintuitive. But again, this was basically just to not make an additional rule for essentially um, one card in each game on the Geminate in here. Yeah, all added effects are unknown but positive values. Yep, exactly. So this means that advantage is player choice, so for that it doesn't matter. But specifically with disadvantage, if you were to draw the Berserker crit with the normal crit, it would actually give you the normal crit, not the Berserker crit. But you can consider this just the game rewarding you a little bit for being so adventurous and taking additional crit. And otherwise, if you want a house rule, be my guest. I mean, that's fair. Technically, yes. You could argue that the Berserkers one is also sometimes advantageous. Have you played Buttons and Bugs game coming out? Any thoughts on it? I have not played it, but it looks quite cool. I should actually add that to my cart because yeah, it's pretty cheap, and yeah, it'd be nice to have a little solo game to play, especially when traveling and things like that on the train. So no, I mean, I think it looks really cool. I never played Gloomhaven. It never really appealed to me. This appeals to me a bit more. So Gloomhaven reminded me of when we were at the original Gloomhaven, which is when we were working on Jaws. Alexander, which is Alexander T. Harris, or one of the member of Satire, um, brought something that was called like I think One Hand Island. I don't remember the exact name of it, which is basically like some island-based game where you played with all the cards in a single hand. Someone in chat probably knows this better than I do. And yeah, this didn't really appeal to me either. Alexander liked it quite a bit, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have pretty big hands, but like hand dexterity thing of all this, it wasn't really for me. So for the same reason, Gloomhaven didn't really appeal to me. This, however, being not really Palm Island. That's it. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. So yeah, Gloomhaven kind of didn't appeal to me for the same reason. It felt like just too much in your hands at once. But yeah, I one Palm Island. There you go. I'm much more interested in buttons and bugs. Buttons and bugs. Yeah, I always get it backwards and forwards. I'll just check in on one thing with my wife quickly, but I'll keep answering any questions that anyone has. Be right back. No, it's fine. I just didn't know what it was. You're fine. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Okay, let me start clearing the stuff up. I'll leave a couple more minutes for questions, and then if no one has any other questions, I will take off. Yeah. So as far as class go, yeah, I mean, everyone was pretty effective. Kragar was quite effective, actually. More so. I mean, I joked about how Kragar was going to pull this party down because Saw plus Berserker is just such a strong two-player party, and especially for a boss scenario, Berserker obviously still one of the best boss killers in the game, and putting Kragar kind of brought us down a bit, and that was true to some degree in the sense that, Kragar isn't that great. I mean, especially since I didn't take Blunt Force at 3, isn't that great in single target damage, and did end up doing AOE quite a bit, but jokes aside, Kragar did a lot more damage because Berserker only missed. I cannot justify getting Gloomhaven 2 right now, unfortunately, but Bugs and Buttons is already on the card. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I don't blame anyone for not getting Gloomhaven 2, and, I've said this before. Don't tell Cephalofair, but, sorry, can I have a drink of water? If you already bought Gloomhaven 1 and you can't justify buying Gloomhaven 2, it's perfectly understandable, and probably at some point, like, again, there's no guarantee, but probably at some point it'll be on TTS, so you can also play it that way. For all the people, who've already bought Gloomhaven 1 and can't justify buying another one. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, buttons and bugs are. God, I mean, I think you said it backward. I think it is buttons and bugs. Although to me, it should be bugs and buttons because that's the alphabetical order. But anyway, buttons and bugs. Yeah, it just does seem like a no-brainer to me as well because it's so cheap. I'm trying to sell my Gloomhaven 1.0, which I haven't played yet, to pay for Gloomhaven 2.0. Fair. I mean, again, let me just say that if you don't manage to sell your Gloomhaven 1.0, Gloomhaven 1.0 is an excellent game. Like, I've played hundreds and oh, well, I guess yeah. Ruel's letting us know we have something coming up soon, but I've played hundreds and hundreds of hours of Gloomhaven 1, and I loved it, and so did Jessica. It was, I mean, our favorite game of all time. So, you know what? Like, you have an excellent game. If you can't manage to sell it to pay for 2.0, like, that's also fine. I think you'll be very happy to play Gloomhaven 1.0. I do think 2.0 is better. I think there are a lot of improvements that we made, but that doesn't diminish 1.0, and I think either version you'll be very happy with when you play through. So yeah, if you can't manage, you'll you'll still have a very good game to play regardless. So what does this stick around for Gloomhaven voice actor roundtable coming up on 30? Oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I guess that'll be up soon. I guess I probably won't stay here for 30 more minutes talking to everyone, but basically, if you hang out for a few more minutes, we answer a few more questions, and then you tune back in shortly afterwards. You'll get to see something else. I also no, I can't justify it because I have not had time to start Frosthaven yet. I also have Gloomhaven 1, which will probably not be played again because Frosthaven now. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played Frosthaven in quite some time. Jessica and I played, we're at 40 scenarios in into the beginning part of this year, maybe. I don't remember exactly when, but haven't played in 4 or 5 months. Not because we didn't enjoy it. We're actually really enjoying it. We really love the Outpost stuff. That was really satisfying. But yeah, just haven't had time. Been so busy. I keep asking questions. I bet he does. We'll see. It's just a planning thing. You have plans for once you retire. Already back 2.0, just hoping to make space and get some money back. I may end up donating it to make some. Oh, that's fair. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy 2.0 then. Outbound events were so tough, but really fun. Hey, Nate from Fort Talk. Yeah, I enjoyed Outpost events as well. I mean, again, I talked about this before the Ask Me Anything, but so when I was setting up campaign playtesting, I basically made a giant Google Doc with every single event, like with using links in the Google Doc, with every single event in the game in it for people to do campaign testing with. And I had to theoretically read them to some degree. Like I had to read the mechanical portion of them to make sure that that worked when implementing them. And there were a few that had to be edited or had to be sent back, etc. But I didn't have to read the flavor portions, but I still did because they were so compelling. Alexander really writes amazing events. So same thing in Frosthaven. I've really enjoyed his events there. It's been definitely a highlight for us getting to read the events each time, in addition to obviously just the outpost mechanics. When is the Buttons and Bugs stream again? That's a very good question. Let me see. I actually have a bit of a stream schedule thing here that I can look at. I don't know if I'll for sure be able to tell you, but I might be able to. Looks like on the 11th is the next Buttons and Bugs online play. So, Tuesday, July 11th at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And so, yeah, that day I will also be streaming. So I guess, yeah, I'll stream until basically 11 a.m. Pacific time, and then 2 hours after that, there will be a Buttons of Bugs online play. So yeah, if you want to check out some more Buttons of Bugs, you'll be. Wait, hold on. The 11th is today. Oh yeah, okay. There we go. Sorry. I mean, I assume that is in my pre-existing schedule. I can't be 100% sure that. Yep. Okay. Well, there you go. We're all confirmed it. So perfect. You can check out some more Buttons of Bugs today. Just wanted to say. For outpost events in my home campaign, I abstain from decision making after campaign testing. Yeah, same for me, Dwarf. I let Jessica make all the decisions, which is a little bit painful sometimes when she does Zane dirty. But can you spoil something? Like what? What would you like me to spoil? Level nines. Okay, sure. I will spoil a single level 9. All right. I can't I can't make a poll in chat, but maybe Ruel can if he's listening. So we could just say I can either spoil a Cragheart level 9 or a Berserker level 9. I guess I'll just read chat rather than having to make a poll. I'll just read chat. All right. So you can vote in chat. So basically the votes are Cragheart 1, Cragheart 2, Berserker 1, Berserker 2. Okay? Whichever gets the most votes wins. Just type into chat now, CH1, CH2. You got to say 1 or 2 for the record. You can only vote once. Type into chat, Cragheart 1, Cragheart 2, Berserker 1, Berserker 2. I don't want to have to make any decisions here. I don't want to be responsible for this choice. And so whichever you pick, I will show that level 9 card. Are there more mercs with change names? There are 4 total with change names. So Bruiser changed from Brute, Silent Knife changed from Scoundrel, and then 2 minis and circles. Yeah, I can't spoil the music. Crab one, I respect it. Is there any greater tool than Tabletop Simulator? Hey, Agent Saku. Uh, yes. Google Sheets. Google Sheets is a greater tool than Tabletop Simulator, but Tabletop Simulator's up there. All right. Let's see. What's winning at this point? So we've got 2 votes for Cragart 1. 2 votes for Berserker 1. All right, I'll give it another 15 seconds. Oh, all right, Crab 1 was actually Cragart 1. In 10 seconds, I'll call off the vote, and we'll be going with whatever was voted for. So at this point, Cragart 1 is leading with 3 votes, and the total overall votes. All right, so got to do this. Still done with Crab 1? No. All right, so that's Cragart 2 there. So this is Cragart 1. I wonder if this is the correct choice or not. All right, let's make sure that the stream shows this. Does. All right. So here is the one thing we will spoil. Let's center it properly. Drum roll, and this is probably the one people will be excited for. All right. Well, I'll just let everyone read on screen rather than reading it myself, so everyone can enjoy. I mean, I definitely think it's the splashier one, Dwarf. I think it's the one that people will be more excited to see. I mean, it's just an attack 1, right? A level 9 attack 1 is pretty underwhelming. We've really nerfed the game quite hard. I understand why, people are disappointed with the second edition. Too focused on balance. Oh, it's on my lid. I mean, again, you just imagine Cragart screaming doing this action. It is a very anime action. It's not the most anime action in the game. Actually, there is the Eclipse level 8 card is the most anime action in the game. But yeah, which, kind of par for the course what you would expect from Eclipse. But yes, you can definitely picture Cragart screaming when doing this. And yeah. What is the gold cost on this Pips? God, I wouldn't even want to. All right. So let's see here. Level 9 card is 200 gold. And this is just. So we got 200 bonus goals. And then we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 9. So it's just 200 divided by 9. So it's not actually that much, is it? I mean, I guess to get both of them. So 200 divided by 9 gives us 22. So this is 222 gold. Got a good, yeah, very good hex discount. So 222 gold, and then what? It would be like plus 75. And then at that point, it's plus 20. So plus 200. So 517 to do both hexes. There you go. I mean, those hexes add a lot of attack, right? But yeah. So the truth about this card is that the top is very splashy. So the best way I can show this is, I mean, I don't know if this. It is very splashy. It is very strong. Don't get me wrong, but it isn't always as impressive as you might think it is because of how rooms can be oriented. Hey, Bryce. 50% off now, only 3 sides. So let me give. Let's imagine for a second that we take like this, right? And we make this a room. My grid's gonna. No, grid's fine. Okay. So if we're in this room, there's, because of the way the hexes are oriented, 2 hexes adds plus 12 attack. What is it? So it's 1. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I mean, it's tough to say whether it adds plus 8. I mean, each one of these is an attack 8 in one of these hexes. So technically 2 of them would be 16, but not like you're really going to hit both of them. Anyway, so just to show you what I mean, imagine you're in this room right now and you have this card. It's not so impressive, is it? Like, it's really hard to use in a narrow corridor like this. Like, really hard to use. Whereas, again, if you're in an open room like this, it's very easy to use. And it also, like, again, if you're in a room that has the, like, sort of the hexes oriented differently than this, So it's depending on some curved and diagonal rooms, it can be very easy to hit this. But in some rooms, it can be very hard to hit this. Like again, if you were to just take something like this, I mean, if you basically had these exact same things like this, now it's very easy to use. You see? I mean, I would have to grab a different tile out. But so it's very splashy and it is very strong, but the value of it depends on the map, which is why it's good that the bottom is actually just very consistent. Because the bottom will basically always give you something useful, just being able to run through a bunch of obstacles, break them, and power up your punch. So yeah, good choice. Good choice. I think this is probably the card of the four that would impress people, like that people would be the most excited to have seen. So yeah, well voted, Crab one. All right. Anyway, I will give 1 minute for any last remaining questions, and then after that, I'll take off. So then you'll have to wait around 20 minutes before again, we have the voice actor roundtable. Just double check. Yes. So about 20 minutes from now, the voice actor roundtable will start, and then about an hour and 20 minutes from now, we'll have another Buttons and Bugs live play, which should be very cool. No ally damage, though. That's true, actually. We really missed an opportunity there. That being said, it's already rather frustrating. Well, I mean, first of all, where would you even fit the ally damage text on this, right? Krager's just taking up all the space with the hexes. But yeah, and also, it's hard enough to target this as it is. I mean, but it's a good point. It is a good point. Maybe it should target, like, it should be attack that targets allies as well. Anyway, uh, thank you very much to everyone who tuned in today. It was my pleasure. Sorry for no camera again today. It is unbelievably hot here. I mean, not unbelievably. It's 32 degrees. It gets worse, but 32 degrees in Paris, and with the computer running while streaming, which makes it basically hotter than 32 in the apartment. So, yep, sorry about that. But I'll be back on Thursday. Hopefully, it'll be a little bit cooler here, and I'll have my camera on. I assume that either Dennis or Isaac or both will be here on Thursday, but I'm not sure. Either way, I'll be back one way or another. There you go. Thank you, Kite Cat. And yeah, like I said, stay tuned. I mean, don't stay tuned necessarily, but check back in about 20 minutes. You'll be able to check out the voice actor roundtable, and then after that, you can check out Buttons and Bugs live play. Which, I mean, voice actor roundtable is cool, but more Buttons and Bugs is really what I think the people want to see, given how popular that's been, and understandably, because it looks really cool. Anyway, take care, everyone. I just waved at the screen like I would normally wave at the camera, like an idiot, because the camera's not on. Not really like an idiot, but old habits hard to break. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. If you're somewhere hot, try to stay cool as well. And hope you enjoyed this look at Gloomhaven 2nd Edition. Like I said, we'll be back on Thursday for more. See you soon.